This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Okay, so now we're recording, and we were just talking about how you push all the buttons
Oh, stop with that.
and kind of ruin the settings and things.
What are you talking about?
Do you turn the knob? You go like, oh, like a kid would. Because I'll come in here after you sat here,
Yeah.
and it's like, can't hear this mic, the soundboard doesn't work, and then I'll go to the board, buttons are pushed,
Yeah.
knobs are turned.
It's kind of like when I use the toilet after you, and there's a brown splatter of diarrhea in the under rim, and there's toilet paper everywhere.
Is that the equivalent?
And then there's like, I guess you threw a handful of walnuts in the toilet with blood. Because that's what it
Babe.
looked like when I came home the other night, and you had elk diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know Joe gave you some elk, and then you fried it up with some butter, and then you ate it, and it made you violently ill. And then
It was too. I made it too greasy.
You think that's what
I know what it is. I know
Okay.
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I had it before, and it was fine. I really think I just used too much.
You think it was you don't
I
think it's
didn't-
the elk.
I didn't prep it right. No.
Okay. Are you going to eat it again?
Of course.
You're going to prepare it the same way, probably.
No. That I learned my lesson.
Seriously, though, I've never really seen your diarrhea, but I saw it, and
That was, by the way.
it was bad.
That was waves of it. One,
Yeah.
two,
It's still in the toilet. It's still splatted around
three,
the inner
four.
rim.
I mean, like 5, 6 waves. Really had to clear out the system.
Did it hurt? I hate when it hurts.
No, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
You don't get like cramps before you brown?
I mean, my stomach was gurgling. It was like,
Oh, that's
that, and I
like
was
fast
like, oh,
diarrhea.
this is about to, yeah. I remember the first gurgle I heard. I was like, oh, that's just whatever. And
Yeah.
I kind of like turned,
Yeah.
laying in bed, and then I was like, I go, oh, do I have to fart? And then my stomach was like, I wouldn't even think about doing that.
But you never have like diarrhea cramping before where it
I
hurts
have,
and
yeah.
then you have
Yes,
to.
that's a different kind.
See, because I think what you're describing, when it's like immediate,
Yeah.
like that's trouble. That's like that your body doesn't even have time to give you painful cramping.
Yeah.
It's like, get this out of us now.
Yeah.
This is immediate
It
evacuation.
was too much grease. It was grease.
Too much grease.
I put way too much butter in that.
Yeah.
pan.
Yeah.
Because I think what happened was, I think he told me how lean it was. So
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay. And I usually would put like a little bit, but I put a big chunk of butter in there. And I remember looking at it as it was in this pan, sitting in a pool. Like it was a pool of oil, basically. And I was like, wow, that's really way too much. But I just totally didn't think more about it. And I don't
Yeah.
have any bread with it, so nothing soaks it up. You're just doing straight up.
You're not doing your no carbs.
No carbs, buddy.
You're on your ketogenic diet.
I'm on a ketogenic diet. Where is that guy's drop? I gotta find
That
it.
is, I don't know why that makes us laugh so much. How he says it though, it's the best. I'm on a
It's really funny.
ketogenic diet.
Let's open the show properly.
I
What
have
do you
so
think?
many topics to cover with you
Yeah.
before our guest arrives.
All right.
Let's just get into it. I got
Let's get into
so
it.
many
Let's
things
go,
I
let's
need
go,
to
let's
talk
go.
about
There's
with
so
you,
much to do.
especially for the listeners. They're gonna
Okay.
love it.
Officials at Holmdel High School have been trying to figure out
I know
who
it.
had been defecating. Yes, defecating on the school's track every day. Officials say they eventually caught that man. His name is Thomas Tremaglini in the act.
And he is the superintendent of the nearby Kenilworth School District.
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to Your Mom's House.
Gene, open defecation, it's everywhere.
Well, I think this guy's been listening to the show.
Could be.
Clearly, Your Mom's House is sweeping the nation. I know
also,
Shauna sent that to me.
very quickly before I forget, we have our biggest sale in our store's history, and it ends at the end of today, the 9th. So if you're listening on the 8th at night as it comes out, or anytime on the 9th, it ends tonight. It's merchmethod.com/Tom Segura. The code word is mommies, MOMMIES. 20% off everything in the store.
Oh my God! For Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day. That's why it's for mommies.
Special Mother's Day promotion. This is the biggest holiday.
Always forget, but it is today or through today. 20% off everything in the store. So things have sold out. I tried to have a couple of things restocked quickly. But anyways, thank you for getting stuff through the store. And that's that. Now, back to open defecation. This is going to really blow your mind. This guy isn't the only one browning outside. But this is the story here. This is how this happened.
Wow, Liz and Dave, we talked to a lot of people today, and it has a lot of people saying, what the heck? And why? And what happened was the school started monitoring that track and field area, and they quickly nabbed a suspect. Homedale Police announced on its Facebook page that the school resource officer and staff monitored the fields and caught the culprit in the act. He was identified as Tramaglini, who's 42 years old, and that he was charged with lewdness, littering, and defecating in public.
Open defecation.
Yeah. What do you think, first of all? I mean, look at this guy. What do you think's motivating him to go shit on the track?
He's Square City.
You think it's just a form of rebellion?
No, I think, doesn't he work for like the other high school?
Yeah, the neighboring school district,
so
I think.
It's rivalry. I think
you
this
think that's
guy,
what it is, though?
he's like,
that's
fuck
how
your
much
team.
he hates that school?
Yeah. He doesn't like their football team, and he's rooting for his home team. What do you think?
I think it's just so silly to be doing that and think that you could get away with it multiple times. Because the fact that he's repeatedly doing it, it's like...
Well, and I read, too, that he was jogging at 5 a.m. Excuse me. And you know what I bet is happening? Is that he's jogging...
This is horrible. I mean, you are seriously ruining the show for so many people right now.
So he's jogging at 5 a.m., babe, and I bet he has to shit out on his jog, on his run.
Yeah, no.
And he's like, I'm just going to go shit on the other high school's thing because no one will even think that I'm doing it. I can't do it on my high school track. That's how I would think. I'd be like, I know I have to shit during this run. I can't go run at my high school.
No,
the bathrooms aren't open.
This isn't about this isn't about like, oh, I got to shit. You'd find a bathroom. This is what he's going to say probably to police. He's going to be like, I was on my run. I didn't know where else to shit.
That's what I would say, yeah.
Right, but they're going to be like, nice try. That's not going to work. I mean, this is an act of vandalism. This is this guy is trying to send a message.
Says the poo piler. I mean,
yeah.
What about your act of vandalism?
In my own yard?
Still out. It's open defecation.
Yeah, I know, but that was to celebrate like life. That was to get everyone together. That was
whatever.
Yeah, that was a big deal for
You would
everybody.
do this in a second.
No, I wouldn't.
I might do this. I think it's funny.
To go to the same high school every day and take a shit on their track?
You know why? Because it's your secret.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was his secret.
It was his little dirty secret. The only thing I don't like is the cleanup.
Cleanup's got to be horrific.
Because I like my bidet. I like my Toto Washlet 350E.
Yeah, this is so far removed from having a bidet.
Oh, I know.
To shit outside. I mean, the wiping can't be good.
He's not wiping.
That's what I'm saying. How fucking horrible would that be?
He's not, and he's running. No, it's no good.
That's a real dirty.
It's no good.
Dirty culo after that.
It's no good.
Yeah.
Speaking of dirty culo, you've been doing this move now where you walk around in your boxer shorts 24/7 in front of Nanny and everybody. It's fine. But you were doing this thing in the kitchen the other day where you went to scratch your butt.
Yeah.
No, you farted, but then you opened your cheeks with your hands.
Yeah.
Like you
changed the pitch. Yeah.
Well, no, it's different than that.
It changes the pitch.
You've done that, yeah. But this time I felt like you were just kind of fondling your cheeks as you were farting, like a special bonus for all of us to see. You know?
Yeah.
And the Nanny's like right there.
And
it's
good scratches
bad.
too. I've been doing like real intense scratches.
Oh, that's what you kept saying yesterday.
Yeah.
You're so gross. What's happening to you? Is it because of the elk diarrhea?
No, I was noting that, my butt itched and I was scratching it hard, but not my butthole.
No.
Because that's you
don't want to get shit on your finger.
That's right. And I wanted to make it clear that I wasn't scratching my butthole. I was scratching my butt cheek.
But you also do scratch your butthole, and don't you do that with your bare finger?
No,
Are
never.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. No, of course.
I don't know, because you were telling me, and
I was telling you about how sometimes the crack, like the top of your crack.
Yeah, it gets sweaty and it gets itchy.
And I'm like, oh, there's no better feeling than going nail to skin and really grinding that crack itch.
You're so nasty.
Yeah.
That is so damn nasty. But that's why I think you wouldn't be averse to that fingernail going a little lower.
No, I've never been into that. I won't even scratch my butthole over my underwear. That's how
I do. I do that all the time.
That's how scared I am of scratching my. What I do always, if my butthole itches, is I go into a bathroom. And absolutely, and I go with toilet paper to scratch my butthole.
Wow, I didn't see. I didn't. All these years I've been with you since.
I never do it like over the underwear.
13 years, and I've never known this about you.
Well, it's my secret.
Shh, it's your secret. Well, I'll tell you, I'm a savage then, because when I have a butt itch, and you know how severe a butthole itch is?
I know.
It's like, you gotta scratch it.
I mean,
so for you to have the discipline to go.
I really do. I go, I grind my teeth and I go in there. And look, sometimes it's really nice. You go in there and you take toilet paper and you scratch.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. But there's times where you scratch your butthole with toilet paper and you see chocolate.
There's leaky butt.
Yeah.
But see, because the washlet, and when I'm pregnant, I don't have leaky butt.
Oh, that's the best.
But I know that there's no chocolate there when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But the itch is like, it's like no other itch on any other part of your body. Why is that?
Bacteria.
The butt itch is like, you have to get in there.
And when your butt
How
really
are you
itches
waiting?
And you sit and you feel the total washlet or the bio bidet.
It's the best.
Just go barrel your asshole with water, high pressure warm water. Oh, it's
cold too. It has to be cold.
Yeah, well, I like either one, but it is a sexual experience. Yeah,
it's so good when you get that butthole itch done.
Check out. They talked to a couple of the poor track girls who were running by the shit.
We spoke to these young ladies who are on the Homedale High School
These
track
sluts
team
running?
and who
Babe.
use that field regularly.
I didn't know an adult would do that. It's something like a kid would do, but I was like, oh, it's a grown man that just went to the bathroom behind the bleachers.
That's life, sweetie. Get used to it.
There you go.
Now, by law, Tramaglini is allowed to take a paid leave while this is going on.
Paid leave.
Due in court
Unbelievable.
on Monday morning.
Paid leave. I would think
leave.
Don't you just go straight to firing, that kind of thing?
I would think so, but I guess he gets his he gets his whole whatever.
Maybe he can go buy some toilet paper.
Due process? Is that what it's called?
I guess paid leave. How do they know that? It's so fun.
So check it out. We got this letter, speaking of open defecating, from Katrina in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Thunder Bay.
She said there's heavy debate about the validity of the poo pile. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Christina, your claims that women would be off-put by the idea of a poo pile, ergo it would discourage a group of young men from partaking in such an activity is absolute bullshit.
Wow.
My boyfriend recently heard about the poo pile, took it upon himself to build a prototype for the community in our back lane. Okay. I couldn't be any more proud of his contribution to our neighborhood. All I'm saying is I'm a woman, pronoun preference is her, and I'm a big fan of what he created. So, obviously, there's some photos here attached, clearly labeled, even has a branch as a backrest. My hope is that as more waste is added to the pile, the neighbors will get more involved. We could eventually get a proper toilet seat and safety bar, make Tommy proud.
Safety bar.
All I'm saying is, before you knock the poo pile and claim it wouldn't be possibly real, why don't you try it out?
Try it out,
Katrina. So what do you have to say to Katrina?
It's nonsense. I think I don't see any visual evidence of said poo pile. Oh my God.
Hey there, Joe Canada here.
My God.
I heard about your poo pile a while ago and decided to build one for my lady friend. She loves it. Let me take you on a little tour.
No.
As you can see, it has a step up which says poo pile. Her initials K and D are on either side. Now, it's got a squatting rack here and also a backrest.
Oh my gosh, this guy's handy.
If you want to use this thing, what you got to do is drop your drawers right here out in front, move over, put your feet up on the step, and your butt over the squatting rack, put your hands back, and just lean back.
Doesn't look comfortable.
Now, Christina, I know that you're pregnant. My girlfriend, she's pregnant too. That's why I brought built her this poop pile. I'm having trouble talking this fast. Anyways, pregnant women get constipated all the time.
Yes.
Got lots of problems with that. Now that she can poop outside in nature, she ain't got no more problems.
Wow.
We're waiting for all the other pregnant ladies in the neighborhood to come on by too. See you later.
Maybe I should check it out. I should try it
and
out.
of course, since a woman filmed it, she held the phone vertically.
Hey, look, I'm not saying that there's exceptions to every rule. Clearly, this woman has severe emotional
He did a nice
problems.
job with his poop pile, though.
It's not. It's a very interesting adaptation of what the lie is that you say you built.
No, the poop pile is real, and people believe, and I get a lot of I believe messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
That should be the next shirt. I believe.
Well, speaking of that, by the way, I wanted to bring this up. So obviously, last week's episode was one for the ages.
It really was.
Bobby Lee and his I always forget how to say her name.
Kalila?
Kalila. They were fantastic guests.
Such great guests. My goodness.
The great hosts of Tiger Belly. They were really fun. They came on and it was just, I don't know, it was just amazing. Anyways, I really lost my shit, particularly on one video, on the meth video.
Yeah.
And I've been, and a lot of people have contacted me saying how much they enjoyed that clip. And anyway,
it's a hit, and it's been a hit in our home.
Oh yeah, it has not stopped. We've
talking
actually
about it.
watched that segment from the show
multiple times.
dozen times.
Yeah.
Because we enjoyed it so much. And so I threw out to Christina this week, and I just wanted to, maybe this is the first, I wanted listener feedback on this.
Sure.
That I was really excited to get Four Stroke Gang shirt going.
No.
And you said
he jacked off in 4 strokes.
You said absolutely not. Nobody would wear that, and I was like,
not nobody, but you're definitely cutting out 50% of our demo. I'm guaranteeing
you said everybody would know that Four Stroke Gang.
Of course, you know what Four Strokes means. It's jacking your cock. And you think, listen, there's an anomaly. There's like this animal who likes the poo pile. There's the anomaly, the woman who would wear something that disgusting.
Hot white cock.
I'm going to throw up. I hate when he says that. But I'm telling you that most people don't want to wear.
I remember cute girls showing up to my shows in rub shirts.
Yeah, well, those girls are mentally ill. What I'm telling you is most people, when they, it's not going to be our most popular shirt. With your cum beard saying rub.
Yeah.
It's just not a hit. It's not a winner.
So
you know what was a winner? Just glassing.
Well, here's my question.
Yeah,
what about since you think Four Stroke Gang is way
disgusting.
too vile, what about 4 or less?
Yes, that's better.
Something with like 4.
Yeah,
right?
okay. But it's got to incorporate meth somehow. There needs to be.
Right, so there'd be maybe there would be like a meth pipe.
Like 4 meth pipes.
Fingers that look like meth pipes.
That's cool. I like that. I just don't like the dick jacking.
Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you, because when I brought this up in Huntington on stage, I was like, how many women here like it when guys talk about their thick, hot, white cum?
Yeah, no,
and
I get that.
Women
That's
were
gross.
Like, ew, gross.
Yeah, of course, that's gross.
Nobody wants that.
I don't want to have a shirt that says thick, hot, white cum.
You do.
No, I don't.
You're like, I got a great idea for my next shirt. It's called thick, hot, white cum.
No, I don't.
And the shirt's all white and creamy.
Babe.
And it comes with a vial of my cum.
Come on.
No, you come on. Can you turn me up a little, Gene? I like to hear myself louder.
Well, that's
Or
your
should I just
headphones
do
are
it in
over
the
there.
headphones?
Yeah.
Look, I'm pushing the buttons.
Oh my God.
Do you hate it?
Do you hear yourself better?
Oh, so much better.
Okay.
I like to be loud.
By the way, I got a lot of
disgusting.
messages about your headphone cable, so I don't know if you noticed that I unwinded it for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really do appreciate
Everybody
that.
was like, I have OCD, I can't watch it anymore.
And it's been that way for so long, and I never have the time to unplug it.
The time.
Well, I don't think about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I'm here, I'm working, and I'm like, oh shit, it's
I be working, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of, you know what I'm saying? We were at a store and we saw
oh my God.
one of the all-time great, you know what I'm saying? So and by the way, somebody could look it up. I know semi-recently I mentioned on our show that I flew next to Kenyon Martin and I found his old, you know what I'm saying, clip. You know what is really crazy about, you know what I'm saying? About him in that clip of him saying
What's
it crazy?
that?
I couldn't find it online anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it was like it was wiped out.
Maybe he had his people.
now, you know what I'm saying?
That's my favorite one.
That one's the best.
In that jail, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I'm like, psh, you know what I'm saying? That's my favorite one.
yeah, that one's great.
Suge Knight. That is my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the best one by far. But
you know what I'm saying?
But we saw him in the store, and I pointed him out to you. I was like, "Oh, it's Kenyon Martin." You go, "Who's that?" I go, "He's one of our all-time great." You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We saw one in person.
Here it is. I have it.
Oh my
on our
God, you
board
have
still.
him?
Yeah.
Oh
It didn't get away, you know what I'm saying? They made a play at the end. It was a questionable travel call, you know what I'm saying? It didn't go our way, and they made a decent play, you know what I'm saying? I had a good look. MC had a better look, you know what I'm saying? So it was just, you know what I'm saying? They made one more plays than we did, man. It wasn't like the game got out of control. I'm saying they came out with a lot of energy, which we knew they was going to do. I'm saying we fought back. We took the lead.
This is when we were really counting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this was like a legendary clip.
You know what I'm saying? 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 You know what I'm saying?
So. Yeah.
And when we saw him, he wasn't saying a word. He was very quiet.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
He was quiet on my flight too.
But when he does talk, it's a whole lot of you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot going on. So you and I had a hot debate around the house too. You fell in love again with the piss on me, beat me guy.
Yeah. Oh
and we were discussing.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta pull it up.
Yeah.
We gotta do this. Are you ready?
Good point. Not yet. No.
So we were discussing. You brought this up to me. It was like you had thought about it all night. You had been ruminating on him. The next morning, I go down first. I make Tommy a coffee. He comes down, and you came down in the morning. And the first thing you said to me, you go, "Listen, I've been thinking about it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the craziest line by far about that guy's whole monologue, because I've been analyzing it, is that he says, "Your friends can come over too."
Yeah. Yeah, because so
See, look how
I mean,
fired up you are.
I was so fired up about it because I got really into his speech. You know, things kind of go and come, and I started thinking about it, and I'm like,
there's layers to this shit now.
Yeah, everybody, you know, you think of like piss on me, beat me as being the craziest part, but then I'm like, this guy's putting out his call to the universe or whatever, and then he's going, hey, you know what? I'm so down for it that you can bring a friend over,
a stranger, a totally unaffiliated.
Yeah, not just the guy that who's deciding to fuck me. Bring your friend. He can move in too.
That is crazy.
Because think about it, he makes a call. He goes, if you're homeless, men from jail,
okay. So this is what I'm
homeless,
saying.
Bring your friend over.
But see, that's where I think I go. I understand the friend part's crazy for you. I think the homeless and out of jail, get a lease and a key. That to me sounds crazier than bring a friend. Because a lot of times weirdos have friends. They come, you know. But if you're homeless or out of jail, I mean that's the bottom of the barrel of humanity. Really,
it's a lot.
And I don't mean that like you know what I'm just saying. That especially to have someone F you.
Yeah.
It's like
well, here's what we kind of went for.
Out of jail? Oh. Oh, who's that? Is that his cousin? Is this the subway?
This is what I went for.
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good. If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me, come on over, man. You want to move in, you can move in. I just need to be fucked a lot, man. Here's the deal, man. Men from jail, homeless, you're a thug. You get a lease and a key. You got a friend. Your friend can move in too, man. You get free food, free rent. But here's the deal, man. I need to be fucked a lot, man. You're going to piss on me, beat me.
Wow.
Come on over. Try it out today, man. You want to try it out? Fucking try it out, man. You want to piss on me? Try it out. You want to beat me? Try it out, man. You live in my building. You want to come on over? Fuck me. I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it. I'm a hot white trash cum dump. Let's fuck.
I mean,
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow. You're listen. That is an acting champ moment. You deserve an Oscar or whatever it is. The fact that you memorized it, you got the beats down, you got his weird hesitations, his word fumbling.
The lighting is too good. You pointed that out.
Listen, this is all production stuff, but your performance was outstanding.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. We need to make it way darker.
Well, I'm so moved by him and
inspired
that that's why I wanted to do this. And I also wanted to put the call out to our listeners. If you would maybe submit your own try it out videos.
Yes.
What I'll do is I'll put this on my Instagram page. I mean, it'll also be obviously on the YouTube. I'll send this over to Blue Band. But I will. I'll post on my Instagram page this video, and if you swipe to the right of this video, I'll put his right next to it, so you can see mine, you can see his, and then give us your best try it out vid, and we'll share it. We'll post them. We'll share it on the show.
Yeah. Just it's just fun to see other people's interpretation.
Try
of
it
this
out
guy.
is just I don't know. It really has tickled me in such a way.
It's tickled everybody. It's moved everybody.
Yeah, people are really like, yeah, that guy's.
He's taken over the world.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Yeah.
I know. We need poor production value.
I know what you're gonna like. Can I show you something?
Yeah.
You wanna? Oh yeah, poor production value.
Yeah, it's got to look shittier.
Right, mine looked too good. That's something
the
we
iPhone
learned.
was too good.
Maybe I'll do another one on the couch here. Turn the lights down. Do it that way. Maybe I'll post that one.
You can move in. Now there was a line that you couldn't quite get. Remember, you're like, what's he saying here?
What's he saying there?
Yeah. What's the line again?
On me and out. Like that is.
On me and out.
I don't know what he's saying there. Here I should find it. Right.
Maybe the listeners can help us translate.
That's
this,
very true. I was looking at this video and I was like, why don't I understand what he's saying here?
Right.
Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you want to come move in, a friend can move with you too, man. Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home now.
There it is.
Homeland out.
What is that? What's he saying?
Let's do it.
What is that?
You beat me, I'm home now. You see me when I come up.
Home and now.
You're confused though.
Home and now. Home and now.
I don't know what he's saying there.
Piss on me, beat me, I'm home now.
Home me now. Someone is hearing it clearly and they're screaming right now.
Yeah, I know. So guys, submit that line.
Yeah, I don't know what that line is.
Because that's going to be imperative in people's monologue.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Piss on me, beat me, I'm home now. You see me when I come over today and try it out, man.
Home now. Home in and now. Yeah, let's really get the verbiage down correctly if we're going to be doing these monologues. Very important.
Yeah.
Okay, I also have a would you rather. Can I do it?
Would you rather right now?
Well, I mean.
All right, go for it.
Because it makes sense only for you. The guest won't. This won't make sense to her.
Give me the would you rather.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, would you rather for an entire week, you have to eat for 3 meals a day at first McDonald's, and then you got to go across the parking lot to Taco Bell.
Wait, every day I have to start my day like this?
Yeah, 3 meals.
3 meals a day?
3 meals a day.
You eat McDonald's and
Taco Bell. And you got to get 2 entrees each. You don't have
at each place? What are you trying to do to me?
But you can fit it. You can like mix them up.
Okay.
Like Taco Bell, you might do.
So you're saying just get really, really sick for a month? Is that it?
No. 1 week. It's
1
only,
week.
That's
Okay.
why this is a doable challenge. Just hear me out. It's doable.
Okay, but you're talking about getting very ill, like very, very sick. Yeah, and feeling terrible for a week. Okay.
So let's say, for instance, it's lunch.
Yeah. No, why say lunch? Start with breakfast. So breakfast, I would go get my egg McMuffin.
And your hashies, which is delicious.
And then I drive over to Taco Bell and I get their breakfast item.
Whatever.
Like breakfast tacos.
7-layer breakfast burrito.
And then for lunch, I go have a Big Mac
and
then,
fries.
fries.
You have to get two items per.
Okay, 2 items
per place.
So French fries, and I drive over to Taco Bell and I get some burrito.
Not summer. You're gonna get a Mexican pizza. You're gonna get a Taco Supreme.
And then for dinner, I go back and I have like a quarter pounder with cheese.
Right.
And then I drive over
Or
to
chicken
Taco Bell.
nuggets. You can mix it up. Nuggies.
I mean, for
Sundae.
sure, day 2, I would be in some type of real pain. Yeah, and I like that you like it. Okay.
Wait, and it's calorically very high. Like,
yeah, of course. And nutritionally very low. Yeah. It's like when you see people, you're like, how do they get like that?
God,
It's
it
because they
hurts.
ate like this. Yeah.
Right. They do double ups. The double ups are really
What's
going to kill
the
you.
other option that you're going to present?
See, this was hard for me to come up with something equally distasteful.
Okay.
Or for 1 week, 3 meals a day, you're doing your elk meat doused in butter the same exact way you cooked it.
So I get sick? But wait, 3 meals a day?
You got to eat the elk.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Always the same? Always ground?
Always the same, always with too much butter.
So just live with diarrhea. Like violent, explosive diarrhea.
Yeah. But it's only a week of your life. Like, you're not going to go to the hospital. Your body might build a tolerance to the elk with butter.
I think that's the key. I think the other thing is so revolting.
No way.
You'd be in so much pain. You'd be in pain eating that. Taco Bell, McDonald's every day, 3 times a day.
So would you with the elk butter.
No.
You'd have diarrhea. You'd be so doubled over.
But you would
sick.
build up a tolerance to it. Your body would start to adjust. Be like, oh, you're a greasy motherfucker, huh? And then it would start processing it.
But you'd have consistent diarrhea, persistent diarrhea, and you'd be dehydrated.
Yeah,
and
I'd
you
be
wouldn't be
drinking
getting
water.
nutrients.
I know.
It would make you very ill. How about we do it for just 3 days? Let's cut down the time. Or even better, 1 day. Let's do 1 day. Let's really make it.
One day
realistic.
you can get through the double and up, I think. I mean, you're not going to feel good at the end of the day, but I think you could figure out a way to do it.
Do you know how sick you would feel if
Why do you have to have
ate-
double meals for every meal?
Because that's the most fun. That's the worst thing I could think of. It's the worst. I've never done that before, where I've gotten one entree from McDonald's and one from Taco Bell. Because both make me feel so sick. Could you imagine doubling up?
Oh,
There are people that are doing it right now.
it's really gross.
God, it made me laugh just thinking
It's funny.
about that.
I
I would double up. I would do McDonald's and Taco
for
Bell.
1 day I would do it.
Yeah, because I like both of those.
For 7 days, I'd rather have diarrhea. I think those places would make you feel really sick in a different way. I have something I really want to show you, though. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. But good job. You really are gifted at these. Your would you rather's are really, really fantastic.
You got it.
Here you go.
Oh.
Good morning from California, Central California. I'm recording this video for YouTube for Mistress Rachel on FedLife groups. She wanted me to because I have to for her. And I'm in my diaper and in my pink Mickeys.
Look up.
And I want to tell the world that I'm a fag. Yes, I'm a fag. I'm a normal guy in Central California, and I'm just a fag. Yes, I'm a sissy fag, and I'm owned by Miss Rachel on FedLife groups.
I think I found a new favorite. Like
And I wear my diaper, and I wear my different clothes and cross-dress, and do all kinds of things online. You can find me at Fitness. Look at my bottom in my diaper, yes. Oh, isn't that cute? Yes, and I'm doing all this for Mistress Rachel.
Look at this guy's home office, by the way. You know, he actually is actually running a business out of there, right?
Sure.
I mean, he's probably an accountant or something.
Sure.
And people have appointments with him and making sure that their, federal taxes are done correctly.
Right. And at least he has the good sense to close the blinds.
Yeah, he does close the blind. Is that Mickey and Minnie on his shirt?
I don't. Yep.
It is,
He's
right?
a huge fan of Disney.
Yes, so
Look at his balls, you can see.
I suck my thumb a lot, I do all kinds of things. And I dance like this, and I dance like this, and I dance like this, and I dance like this. I go round and round and round and round. Sing for you, sing for you, sing for you.
Do you know what the best part?
What
is that? Mistress Rachel has the best racket.
Yeah.
This dumb fucker.
He pays her to do this.
And this makes his dick hard.
Right, and paying. She's like, put yourself in your diaper and your pink shirt.
Easy money.
And pay me
Stupid
and make a
idiot.
video and say that you're a good boy or whatever.
And sing and dance. And
Yeah.
it's so disturbing. What if
be-
this was your dad?
Oh,
What
it
if
is-
you
it probably
stumble-
is
It's
someone's
somebody's dad. And they're like, Dad?
Right.
That'd be so
And I hope
funny.
you enjoyed this. This is the first of many because
Oh, no,
I
please
have
don't
to
take
do
it
what
off.
she says.
Oh, no, please.
I absolutely have to do what she says.
Oh, no, please don't.
And this is for adults, men and women over 21. It's restricted. Bye.
You want to see him take a shit?
No. Do I have to?
No.
Just so you know, you guys, you can see all these videos we play on our YouTube page because I've been getting questions. How do I see these videos? It's on our YouTube page. Not the video themselves, but embedded within these episodes, we cut to these videos so you can see exactly the horrors that I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
This is disturbing. It's so I'm not processing it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's a cool older guy.
He's not cool. He's old.
Your
as
face,
shit.
you looked horrified.
Yeah, I'm still processing what I just saw. God, what's wrong with people? That makes his schmeckle hard. That's why he's doing that.
Of course it does. It makes my schmeckle hard looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he? That diaper's not really a diaper. I don't know.
You think he makes his potty in there or no?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, baby made a boom boom." Yeah.
Yeah. That's so troubling, babe.
Yeah. You know who's back? Same kind of lane.
I'm traumatized. Another one?
Well, it's just the same lane, but it's just one, but
Oh, fuck.
Hi, white ladies.
Oh, this
Especially
guy.
White slut, dominant bitches, tattooed white bitches. Yeah, call me 90. You know,
It's a Fremont
downright
sissy.
White slut,
yeah, he puts his
tattooed
phone
bitch
number out there.
to put me in her clothes and make a fool out of me.
Yeah.
This is a real lane. And again, this is really good at framing. We've got the
Framing's
light.
right. Yep. The light's good. He looks good. He's shirtless.
Ay, ay,
The
ay,
face is
shirtless.
on point. Yep. God damn it. That's the sissy of Fremont.
Yes, I remember him.
Yeah.
Well, he's consistent.
Yep. Always looking for white bitches, tattooed.
Okay.
That'll.
Who's got time for this shit?
These guys
I
do.
don't know how these guys have time to do all these videos and putting diapers on and sucking their thumbs and
I
who's
know.
got time for all this shit?
Do we need to take a break because our guest or no?
Yeah, let's do that.
They should be here momentarily, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. All right. We'll take a quick. Well, you won't. I always say it like they're gonna hear a break.
No, they're not gonna fucking.
But it's just gonna be half a second.
It's
with
just
you.
us.
All right. All right. The break
groundbreaking.
that we took that you didn't hear is over. And we're now joined by our good friend, returning for the second time, third time? How many times?
I don't know. She's on That's Deep, bro, a few times, twice.
I think this is my third time because the first time it was just me and Chris because you were out of town and I was. Remember, I was at Red Band's house. It was like
Oh my
the fifth episode. It was like
God.
the fifth episode or something.
You're old school.
Yeah, and I was like wearing a hat because I didn't know we were gonna be freaking videotaped, and I was like, oh, why didn't you tell me to like put on makeup?
It's the worst.
Well, it's the great Sarah Tiana. So thank you for coming back.
If you haven't guessed, yeah.
She was mentioning she's going to go to Adult Con coming up next week.
Oh my god.
There's billboards all over LA right now,
Yeah.
and it's funny because you drive by and it's like it says Adult Con. And
Yeah,
it's like, like
so
Comic Con,
stupid.
but it's just like Porno Con.
Oh, okay.
And
But they can't say porno.
Yeah, basically no. They try to make it a little more grown up by saying Adult Con.
As if there's a lot of adults in LA.
Yeah.
Like they're really trying
It's like
to
for
target.
adult subject matters like bills and mortgages and taxes.
Well, the funny thing is, like, to go to that, like, to actually show
So
up
stupid.
at PornoCon.
Oh my God.
Is so absurd. And
Did you get your tickets?
I don't want to.
in advance?
I'm not shitting on the
Right.
industry or the people that are involved
Because they'd
but
like that too much.
Well, to go
Wait until this clip we have. Just in time.
I don't know, man. It's one thing to be like, yeah. I mean, of course, like watch porn or something, but it'd be like,
Yeah.
I gotta go meet that girl at a booth and be like,
Right.
Hey, I love your tits.
Huge fan.
Yeah,
huge fan of your work.
Coming to you for I don't know how many years.
Every time I look at you, I could barely keep my load in.
Yeah. And how horrible for that girl who's got to
And
pretend.
shit, that's the part.
Yeah.
Is that she's like, that's so hot. And they always have to do that. Like I love meeting my fans. And I love to fuck, and I wanted you guys to know it. And they're like, I knew you'd be like that. Like, so cool.
Just so down to earth.
Yeah.
You're exactly what
Yeah.
I've always thought you would be.
And then that guy has to go like, she's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but she's
know.
like she's like not a normal porn star.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like a normal adult. You know, she
Talk
just
to me
happens to
and-
do this for a living.
And then he's like, I got a picture. So that's $45. He's like, that's cool. Like we're friends. Like, yeah.
Or I love it too, where excuse me, I've seen videos of these things, these cons where you can buy like Tara Patrick's asshole and vagina,
Yeah,
and then it's cut off at the thigh, like just her asshole
just
and her
her-
vagina.
Yeah.
It's modeled after her, and she's like, "Thank you, thanks for buying it."
Yeah.
This is my favorite
So
part of you
weird.
anyway.
Yeah.
I need to see your face.
And then she has
So
to.
weird, so dehumanizing.
She has to like keep saying things like, "You're gonna fuck my pussy when you get home," and he's like, "You bet, yeah."
It is
Yeah.
interesting that they're like porn stars are recognizable, like
Yeah.
to people's face.
Yeah.
Like that means like you're really looking.
You're
like,
really
you've seen it a
invested.
few times.
Yeah.
You've seen their work
Well, you-
more than
work.
once.
You know you're watching too much when you recognize them by their genitals. 'Cause that happens for sure.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be. I mean, just recognizing them in general. I would. I mean, I like as a. I'm not like a big.
Yeah, you
I
were
don't watch
saying.
it.
Yeah, you don't like porn.
I don't know. I know my boyfriend and I tried to like. I was like, okay, I want to watch it. I'm gonna do it, and then just googling it. I was like, nope, I can't. Put it
Tap
down.
out.
Put it down.
Really?
What was the tap out moment? Like what?
Did
Because
a
I know
video
I know
pop
what
up?
she's talking about. For me
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
it's like it's pregnant ladies. I don't want to watch MILF anything. Cream pie. I tap out on just the visual.
What is that?
A cream pie?
So
Yeah.
naive,
That's
Tom.
I have no idea.
Go ahead and explain it, Tom.
That's the industry term for when the man doesn't pull out and shoot it on her. He finishes inside of her.
Inside of her,
Oh.
and it's creamy. I guess is
Ugh, you don't have to say it like that. You're so gross.
thick, hot, white, 4 strokes.
Oh my god, so uncomfortable.
So what was the clip for you? What do you remember? What
Oh, I don't know. I think he just like Googled like the name of the site, and then it came up, and I was like, all right, just that's far enough. I'm like, we'll try
Did
it.
it just gross you out?
Yeah, I just was like, I don't know what to search for, and I'm afraid to see what you search for. So I don't want to know what you're like.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I
That
don't
scares
know.
me with Tom.
Yeah,
It's more about what he's into that I'm like, I don't want to know.
yeah. I'm like,
By the way, you don't want to.
I don't want to know.
So, you never search alone?
no, I don't
Wow.
have I don't even know like the name. I mean, I think I've heard of like the word porn hub or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
It's a big
it's
fan.
name?
It's a very
okay,
well-known
yeah.
site, yeah.
So I don't know. I would probably have like written
I think
like
it's the
Playboy or something.
I want to say, by the way, on a news site, they were doing the most heavily trafficked sites in the world, and that is a top 10 site in the world.
What?
I would
Pornhub.
Pornhub? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would imagine. I
Yeah.
mean, the bigger problem for me is that like I used to be fine with it, and then it just became like I dated somebody that was so addicted to it that it made it
Oh, that-
so
okay.
bad
That makes
that I
sense.
just like completely went the opposite direction,
That makes
where it was
sense.
like our sex life is so bad that like I like this is not fun for me, and like this is a problem,
Right.
and
That makes sense.
and then it just
actually.
became like this thing that I just didn't feel like I was a part of.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
that's
like
part
it's
of what
like
it
you
is.
date somebody who's like really into meth, then you're like, I don't even get to enjoy it anymore.
I mean, I just would do it, like
Yeah.
dabble, you
Right.
know.
But I thought okay, because I thought it may have been like a lifelong thing where you're like, well, Jesus is watching, so I can't. But it's not.
You are a Southern girl now.
Yeah.
Well, it's more that I'm just a lady, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to like.
Well, does this turn you on at all?
No,
Or
God. Oh, what is that?
From California, Central California. I'm recording this video for YouTube. For
Is that your grandpa?
Mistress Rachel on FedLife
Is it wearing
Groups.
his diaper?
She wanted me to
Oh, he's
because
wearing a
I have
diaper.
proof
Yeah.
of her.
Ha! No, that does not turn me on.
That
Well, I
guy
was gonna
does
say
not-
I could send you
The
the
shirt
links.
is
if you
really
want.
nice.
It's a nice
not a
shirt.
di- it's
It's tucked in.
Yeah.
It is
He's
tucked
like
into the
very
guy's-
formal.
Tucked into his tie-dye. He's gonna have brown all over his shirt.
My favorite part is just like the atmosphere. You know,
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
his
I
home
agree.
office.
it's definitely.
He's got
This is where he
Post-its.
does his real work.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is where real work gets done.
Real work.
And this is how he gets a break. He's like, I need a little, I'm stressed out, you know?
It's got, at least he has the blinds closed.
That's exactly what
really
Christina
nice.
said.
That's exactly what I
Yes.
said. Like, at least he's cognizant of how fucking weird this whole thing is.
Oh, by the way, can I pull you real
God.
quick on something?
Yeah.
Jerk.
We discussed it. Do not jump in on this, okay? So,
All right.
T-shirt idea.
Okay.
Tell me what comes to mind when I tell you this, okay? Ready?
Oh no.
No, it's not. It's not bad. I just want to know what you think. Okay, it's just a T-shirt. 4-stroke gang. What does that mean to you? Anything?
4-stroke gang.
Yeah.
I would think it's golf.
Oh, that's interesting. See, now that's a nice way of doing
Right.
it.
Like, all right, what's your handicap? How many?
Yeah.
Yeah. par 3.
4-stroke gang.
4
Like
strokes,
it's a
yeah.
4-par course, and
Yeah.
like you and your boys hang out and play golf.
So 4-stroke gang means
Am I completely naive? Does that mean something gross?
it does mean something.
It does
very
mean
gross.
revolting. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to see what it means?
Oh shit, man.
Not real. You can do it.
I mean, you're not going to see anything
Okay.
graphic, but
Oh my god.
this way,
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Okay. I appreciate you warning me in advance, as you probably like push me out of the way to watch it.
No. This one actually, I've got mixed emotions on. Well, we'll watch it and then we'll go through it.
If you've had any kind of erectile disorder problems, I'm here to tell you, forget about Viagra, forget about salads, forget about dick implants and all that stuff. So I don't
Dick
know if you believe me or
implants.
not, but if you like to see me smoke some meth with a small limp dick that doesn't get hard any other way, and watch it get harder and harder the more I smoke, the harder my dick gets. It's unbelievable.
I didn't know that was a side effect.
No,
I didn't
neither
either.
did we.
It really
Wow.
opened our eyes. But to further his
Kind of a
point,
nice side effect.
You won't believe how good it feels. If you're straight, you won't believe how good it feels. Your dickhead becomes so sensitive that you don't need lube, you don't need spit.
Ugh.
You just stroke that dickhead just up and down 4 times.
vomit.
Just barely do it, and you'll shoot an enormous amount of very thick, hot white cum.
Oh God.
I'm so glad he explained it.
Yeah.
He really broke it down scientifically.
Man. By the
It's
way,
just his like sweet voice. That
you know who
kind of-
didn't even believe him, by the way, that it was
voice.
this effective? Who didn't believe him
Oh,
in his
no.
life? His brother didn't believe him.
Oh no, it's his brother.
His brother didn't believe him.
My brother didn't believe me. But when he smoked with me, he put out his dick. I couldn't believe how big his dick was. He jacked off in 4 strokes and shot the most cum he's ever shot in his life. He's only 49, and he's fine. He has no neuropathy
He's
problems
only
at all.
49.
But his dick gets even harder and thicker and even more cum. He believes me now.
What is this? No neuropathy. He goes, he's fine.
This is a real.
No
neuropathy issues, yeah.
This is some real
So-
redneck shit right here.
Yeah.
It's special.
Well, Christina pointed out, too, there's a lot of background noise, and it seems like he may have taken a break from what he was doing.
Yes.
Like he's in a restaurant.
Yes.
He's at
like,
Applebee's
I
right now.
gotta get this out. And he runs in the back. He's like, oh my God, they're bringing out appetizers. But I gotta tell this right
You
now.
just hear the birthday song going off in the background and like the
They're
sounds
like,
of fajitas.
Where's Earl? And he's like, gotta smoke man. Your dick will get so
He's
hard.
just- it won't take him long, trust me. He's just
Yeah.
on a quick 5 minutes.
Yeah, no neuropathy issues, meaning neuropathy is like a neurological thing where maybe like fingers and feet have tingling, like a neurological pain.
Is that what he said neuropathy? There's no way he
That's
said
a
that
word.
word.
Yes, he did.
He said, my brother's only 49.
Healthy.
And
No
he
neuropathy.
has no, and as like an endorsement of him smoking meth and having this great experience,
Neuropathy problems at all.
Yeah.
But, and he's fine. He has no neuropathy problems at all.
Yeah.
But his dick gets even harder and thicker.
Yeah.
His brother.
Harder and thicker. Like he
Yes.
said, he was like really meant to enunciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 2 brothers, just doing brother stuff.
Ugh.
See, this what you're raising 2 boys. This is the kind of shit they might end up doing. You never know.
Oh God.
As long as they don't
man.
have neuropathy problems.
Yeah. Look, if they do this at 49, I'm fine because I won't be around. So yeah.
He put this on YouTube, this guy?
I don't
No,
know
he
where he
didn't.
put it. I don't
No,
know
he
where he put
didn't.
it.
My
He
brother
uploaded
did.
it.
Yeah, no, this is just our own internal file of it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I love the idea that
Where-
he's waiting for his appetizers. Like, hold on.
Yeah, my brother didn't believe me.
I
Oh my
gotta
God.
Who else didn't believe
they're
him?
bringing out the hot.
I don't want to know. My daughter didn't believe me. My wife, my girlfriend, neither of
I
them.
make everybody smoke me.
Yeah, he's at a family reunion.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody come over here.
Guys
I
outside
want
right
to
now.
explain something to you. Little show and tell. Wow.
Well, he wants to show you too. That's the other part of this. Is that
Oh yeah,
he said he'd
in the
show
very
you.
end, he tells you that you can watch me this weekend if you're curious.
Your
Where?
dick will get hard. So if you want to see me go from a limp dick to a hard dick, I will do it this weekend, and I'll videotape it from just a small dick.
We get it.
very
Tape it.
limp,
We get
and
it.
watch
Tape it.
Just
get
a
harder
small
and harder.
dick.
That's a proven fact. All right, let me know.
He's-
Doesn't bother me a bit. If you say yes, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Oh.
I love how he has to
Yes.
clarify.
At least he's being like saying if you say yes, it's like consent.
permission.
Yeah.
But I like how he has to clarify it again. It goes from a little small dig to a big hard dig. Again, it's a tiny little thing. Like, motherfucker, we heard you. Like, why are you over
low expectations,
Yeah.
by the way, when you first see it. Just want you to know.
How do you
that
think
it will
it
be little,
starts?
but it'll get really big.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, so you, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you mean by 4-stroke gang.
Yeah.
You want to take a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you should just make them green.
Yeah.
And it should say 4-stroke gang. And then, like, the K is like 2 golf clubs or something.
Maybe the golf club is a meth pipe. Maybe that's
a great
the whole thing.
idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
there
then
you go.
the O and the U are like balls.
There you go.
I mean, you guys, so
See,
clever.
Christina was really
cool.
anti 4-stroke gang shirt.
Yeah,
Well, it's pretty
course.
gross. I mean, who's going to wear it? First of all, no woman's going to buy
Tiana
it.
opened
If
my
she was like
eyes.
super into it, you'd be like, "All right, babe, okay."
Well, there's
we're not getting pregnant.
No,
again.
there's a shirt that we sell called Rub Rub Rub, and it's got Tom with a cum beard, and
Babe,
it's the
you're
nasty.
describing it wrong.
What is it then?
It's me just feeling good.
It's so nasty, and we sold like 4
No, we did not.
to 2 retarded
1,000.
kids and
Babe.
no 4,000. Mentally ill people buy that shirt. I mean, come on,
No, it was a very popular shirt.
it's not popular. It's not popular. It's a terrible idea, babe.
What if I was like, "I have 3."
Yeah.
So you sold 4.
She just wore one under her gray shirt. I'll wear it all the time.
I need to sell shirt. I need to get in the shirt gang.
Oh,
I'm thinking
yeah.
about patenting the term, or what trademarking "roastest with the mostest."
Oh, that's nice.
And then
I like
just
that.
doing, the initials like RW,
I like
TM. I don't know what else to do shirt wise because I feel like I never know anything in my act that would be like funny on a
Well,
shirt.
Have Tom watch it. He'll come up with something real nice.
I'm not gonna make him
Stroke
watch my
pussy.
act.
Don't you do some cat stuff? Oh, my
no.
God. That's a real shirt that we sell. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
nasty.
You so, rub.
Would you wear
Here's-
that, Sarah?
No,
Of course not.
I don't really wear.
Yeah.
Mean, I don't wear shirts. What am I saying?
Well, like-
I just go topless. I just wear jackets with no shirt. Like, what am I saying? I'm not a big shirt person.
Topless.
I don't think I'm like. Yeah, the shirt game in comedy is like really specific. Like some people are
Yeah.
really, really good at shirts. I
He's
remember
good at it.
bikes was always like a big popular one,
That
right?
was huge.
Yeah.
Still.
I feel like people have worn those shirts to my shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a big,
Big
one.
one.
That's a big
Yeah.
one.
And then Just Glassin' was big.
It was
for
little
us.
and then it got really big.
It got,
right?
That's right. It started small.
And if you want to watch me, I hate his cadence. I hate how he
Now
talks.
you get the penis out.
Yeah.
What?
You pull the skin. A lot
why.
of people they never circumstances.
Yeah.
So they have the skin.
Stances?
So you pull the skin and you get the oil in the hand and you rub. Hand go like this. You rub.
That's why. it's
Especially
rub,
on
rub,
the
rub.
gland penis. Rub them.
From the gland
50
penis.
times. Rest.
This poor guy. That's
Because you make them strong and not sensitive.
well,
Okay.
yeah, wax on, huh?
A wax on. Now, who would you rather make sweet love to?
Rub.
The rub guy or
Was he saying tub, but it just came out rub?
Rub.
do you would you rather do it with him or the meth guy?
For
Oh.
sure him, because he looks like he's showered before. You know what I mean?
I cannot believe
And that's not
you
just
would
me being
ask
Southern and racist.
Yeah.
who would you rather, the meth guy
Yeah.
or the masturbating expert?
Okay, what about tried out and the meth guy? Well, okay, so now it's rub, but let's show her the tried out guy.
Try it out.
You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see. This is just like, it's always such a learning experience for me to come into your house because
You want me to-
I never know anything. And then you guys
It's the best.
completely
You want her to
teach
see
me
Try It Out Guy from the beginning?
Yeah, show her the
Oh
whole
my
thing.
God.
All right.
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good.
Is he wearing a
If you're
bow
a
in
hot
his hair?
black guy and you want to
No,
fuck
it's
me
behind
at
him.
$23.95. If you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, those are incentives.
Now let's listen to how open he is to any type of man.
Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you want to come move in, a friend can move with you too, man. Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me,
drooling?
home me now. You see me when I come over today and try it out,
Is he like a paraplegic and he's like drooling?
Wow, we never conceived of that. We never even thought.
He looks like he's drooling, so it looks like he can't stand up.
I think he's so excited about his video that he's got some spittle. It's like when you're like really fired up.
Yeah.
By the way, do you know? We were talking about. There's a one thing that he says in here that I don't know what he's saying. So he goes,
free rent, you get a lease in a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home me now.
right there.
Whole man.
Is it
Whole man?
Hold me down?
Oh.
Is it hold me like? It's piss on me, beat me, hold me in. I don't know what he's saying.
Hold me down?
Piss on me, beat me, I'm home me now.
Right? Is it confusing to you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold me now. Hold me now.
Call me now?
Try it out. You want to fucking piss on me? Try it out. Seriously, applied only as fuck, man. I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it, want to do it, and I want to deliver it. I'm a hot white trash. Come dumb, let's fuck.
Yeah, I don't think he knows. I think he's just stream of consciousing it.
That's right.
You know, he's just like, I got lots of ideas and they're all coming to my head so fast. So it's not going to be easy for me to get this.
Some comics work like that. You know?
Creative. Yeah. Genius.
Yeah.
So
he obviously writes on stage.
That's right.
yeah.
He's not a pen to paper guy. Do you feel like?
You think that was definitely a one take video?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He wasn't like, I'll do it again.
Oh, you know what? I didn't say that one
I
part
should
right.
sit up for this one.
or turn the lights on, for God's sakes.
Christina's question though
Is-
for her was
yeah,
try it
meth
out
guy.
Okay, so now do you want this guy or like my dick will get bigger? You just gotta see.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
It's a hard choice.
Yeah,
Well,
that
because
is
one of them does have a
like
nice
it.
big stiff one. The other one, you get a lease and a key.
Free food,
Free food,
rent.
Free rent.
Yeah, I guess the meth guy.
Where's that?
Because I'm
Why?
hoping that he'll just pass out before, and I'll just like not be. And he asked for consent. You know,
That's true.
He seems
Yeah.
like a real down to earth kind of feller.
He does.
I could
seem-
change him. You know, if I just got him off the meth, he'd probably be a great guy.
You could change him.
Yeah. I'd change that guy. Yeah.
It's a very good point, actually.
You think it's? He's beyond help.
Meth is like so messed up.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Well, there's meth in both of these videos, by the way.
Yeah, just one has already been taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right.
Nailed it. Yeah, the shirtless guy, he's whacked out of his mind.
Yeah.
And the other guy's not high enough.
I really appreciate his mustache, though.
I know.
That was like that looks like one of those mustaches that you wear on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
You're like,
fake one.
I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
You're like, no, you're not.
It looks pretty
It
fake,
looks
but
nothing like.
to have a genuine one, it's pretty awesome.
Like that was a model for
the poncho.
Those costumes.
That's so true. Like Al Madrigal on that. I'm dying up here.
Yeah.
He's got one of those like totally
Ridiculous,
thick.
man. Yeah. But his is real, right?
I don't know if he grew that out.
He grew,
probably
he grew it out, but then they probably just dye it a little bit because, there's no way.
It's so thick.
This reminds me, by the way, of something.
What are you talking about?
His mustache.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm thinking about it because I love that show. I watch every episode. I'm like,
So thick should be your shirt.
So thick. 4 strokes. So hot and white cum.
We got an email.
He's so nasty.
He's nasty. He's real nasty. They're all nasty.
Well, who's nastier? The tried out guy or the meth guy?
Or rub.
Ugh.
I know they're all nasty.
That was the right reaction.
The tried out
Ugh.
guy is really nasty.
Yeah.
Because he definitely has didn't have all of his teeth for sure. That's why he's talking that weird. And I think there's definitely some sort of palsy happening.
Something. He's real fucked up.
Question. My wife and I welcomed our first very own baby genius in the world. Congratulations.
Congrats.
While this experience has been amazing, more amazing than the Trans-Canada Highway, I've got a problem. With mommy and daddy all day, I have no time to rub. 50 times down, 50 times up. Additionally, my wife
Tom's
is
problem.
too tired to piss on me and beat me. And I've got all this cum in my balls. I'm hoping they can get some advice. Is the best answer to just smoke meth or watch it get harder and harder the more I smoke? The harder my dick will get until I only need 4 strokes up and down to shoot an enormous... All right. Hopefully you have some advice for me until my wife Peyton is feeling better and can once again hog on my
I like
balls.
that he didn't mention his name, but he just totally put his wife Peyton on.
Oh, no, that's
yeah.
a joke.
Oh,
That's also a joke.
another
Okay,
reference.
okay.
Yeah.
Peyton Lafferty.
So this is from JP.
Well, you're the expert on this.
Yeah, you just got to start cranking them out.
Yeah, you just jerk off. That's what guys do.
And you go in the shower.
Yeah.
Or like if you really resent her, you go in her drawer. Like,
Oh my God.
her underwear drawer or
Resent
her
her
pillow.
for what?
Yeah.
For having a baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
like,
you put
you're
inside of her.
Not putting out. So you send her a message like, do this again. This is what's going to happen.
That's what the dogs do when we're not paying enough attention.
That's right.
to them.
Then they shit in the house.
In the
Yeah.
playroom on the kids' stuff. To
And they're
let
like,
you
what do
know.
you think of this?
Yeah.
You like that kid so much?
That's right.
Here's a turd for you. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think he should just put a diaper on himself.
Yeah.
And stroke it off and go in the diaper and then go away.
4 strokes in his own die-die.
There you go. We've been talking about scatting a lot, not
poo-poo.
poo-poo, but
Like,
you know,
skibbity-bop-bop-bop. Yeah,
That's right.
That's great. Yeah.
Wow, that was professional. You could be a professional.
we've been mocking it. And,
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Should.
and
Some
then-
woman won a Grammy for a scat.
No.
Yeah.
That's how we
A
started on this
Grammy?
topic. She got a scat Grammy.
And then
So
Kanye,
so stupid.
Kanye West has been in the news a lot lately.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
this
yeah.
fucking
Put
guy.
out a song, a couple songs, but the first one he put out was I think "Lift Yourself." And
Yes.
he said it was like a crazy beat.
Oh,
and then he's like,
Jesus.
"Oh, here come the bars. They're going to destroy." And then this is what he, Oh, is it not here? Hold on.
Scoop dee dee whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop dee scoop dee poop. Poop dee scoop dee whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's all.
Whoopie dee
Yeah,
scoop.
this is real.
Poop. Poop dee dee whoop scoop. Poop. Poop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee dee scoop.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
No.
He's lost his damn mind.
He's lost
Yeah.
his mind.
He's
Yeah.
gone.
That
Wow.
that experience, that TMZ
Yeah,
thing
he's
was the
gone.
craziest thing. But
He-
how
yeah.
great was that TMZ guy? That
Yeah,
like,
Van Lathan guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's Twitter followers doubled.
Yeah.
He was like, he said that so perfect. But yeah, Kanye is like.
There's an
He's
article
mentally
today.
ill.
I saw that
Ta-Nehisi
Yeah.
Coates wrote.
yes.
Oh my
I've
Lord.
only read half of it. Yeah, I got.
What's going on? Tell me.
Oh, he's an amazing writer,
Mm-hmm.
and he you can't summarize it in a simplistic way because it's so his writing is
It's very deep.
it's so
Yeah.
advanced.
There's lots of layers, but
no,
basically
really,
it's
you
like
can't just be like. I mean, he
talks
eviscerates
about-
Scoop diddy poop.
he eviscerates him
Whoop-diddy-doots.
in a very deep, meaningful, almost academic way, and it's not surface level stuff like, yo, that's dumb.
no, it's like the whitewashing of a black man. Like he compares him to
right.
Michael Jackson and how like Michael like continually like here's this black role model for kids, and then he continually starts to get wider and wider
Yeah,
and changes his nose
And then
and his
he-
features.
He
and then
shows
here
them
comes-
in like different
yeah.
eras, right? So the Michael was the person that this happened to in the last era, and Kanye is
Yeah.
this generation.
They're becoming trying to become wider and wider to
It's
become more
true.
powerful, and
Sure.
it's really fucked
but
up.
it's also about how like being whiter it's not in the general sense you hear someone be like that dude's being white.
Mm-hmm.
He's also saying that by making comments that have no repercussions, that
Mm-hmm.
is in it of itself a white person's
right.
freedom.
Right.
Right.
That you get to say something and you're like, nothing's going to affect it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's a white thing to do.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty
Very
fascinating.
complicated problem. I just think the guy needs to be hospitalized.
Yeah, he's definitely
Sounds like
mentally ill.
He's not taking his meds, or he's bipolar, or scoop diddy whoop. He's got some fucking drug problem. I don't know if it's this complicated, but
Jesus.
he might need to go to
Whoop dee
rehab.
dee scoop.
He's on drugs.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a song that you guys would have written just to be funny.
Yeah, I know.
Like, just totally,
Bad.
just like around the kitchen, like when you're making dinner.
Yeah.
You're like,
Scoop-a-dee.
you're like getting ice cream, and you're like, here we go, scoop it, it, whoop it, and then it's gonna poop it out.
That's
And then
totally
it's
right. Yeah.
Poop dee dee whoop scoop.
This is crazy. Poop. This is what my toddler would say.
It's like it's like Kanye. It's like
No, he's on drugs. This is all this is. This is to quote my
he's
dad.
not.
Everybody's on drugs.
Yeah.
This guy is on drugs.
Do you think that
Drugs.
this girl's on drugs?
Hey! You already know I'm 18 years old. I just bought my brand new car. I'm a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm a billionaire. I'm blessed. Shouts out to God.
yeah.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci down and I got your rent on my shoes. 18 years old, I just bought my brand new car. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I made it out the hood. I came for nothing.
Yeah. As you stand in your house in the
I'm
hills.
in the hills still trapping. You know what I'm saying? But not talking shit.
I don't know if that's the only thing you have to do.
No. How did she make her fortune, I wonder? this
Wow,
one?
that sounds like that looks like
No.
someone who turned a speech impediment into a really great video.
Yeah.
That seems like
because her black lady accent isn't that good. She's just screaming. Because at first I was like, "Oh, what accent are we trying out here?"
Yeah.
And I couldn't really identify. There's much better ones that we've had.
Of like
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm about to get this money up in here.
Yeah.
There you go, Sarah. Yeah, you're doing that.
She said I'm a billionaire.
She's driving like a Honda
What is it,
Accord.
a Mustang?
No, I think she was. I think it
Yeah, it
was.
wasn't
like
that. It was
I
a
think it was like a
Bentley.
C-class Mercedes or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was nice.
I think C-class describes her a lot.
Can I watch it again? I kinda,
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why I'm drawn to her. I like it.
Hey,
You already know I'm 18 years old. I just bought my brand new car. I'm a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm a billionaire. I'm blessed.
Okay.
Shouts out to God.
by the way, the way that she
God.
made that rain in the car,
Yeah.
she made
She did make
like
it rain.
that's her like always having money to
Yeah.
where she just threw it in like she normally does.
Right.
You know, like
Oh.
if you were just learning to make it rain
Yeah.
and you're like really excited about your money, you really take some time. But she
Yeah.
just like tossed that
true.
in. Like
She also tossed it.
this is your change,
Stacks.
fuckface.
She tossed it. Also, like I want to make sure I don't lose any of this. Like, she threw it on her seat.
This is
like,
clearly not mine.
I know
Cautious.
this is $380. I'm gonna count it as soon as we get back in the car.
She looks like Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years.
She
doesn't
does.
she?
She's a really
Yeah.
pretty girl.
Yeah.
She's very pretty.
But she's yeah.
She's mentally ill too.
Yeah.
It's Whoa
I
Vicky.
love it.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
her name.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Whoa,
how she-
Vicky?
That's how she's known. Yeah, Whoa Vicky. Yeah.
Really,
I'm
really
No,
popped up.
you sorry.
That's your rent on my shoes. And T-Roll just bought my brand new car. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I made it out the hood. I came from nothing.
I love this
Came
girl.
from nothing.
That's not true.
Nothing is the name of her second home.
You
Came from,
liar.
I wish there was more. Is there more?
Still
of her?
trapping. I mean, there's a lot of
like
content out there. You like her?
Yeah, I'm enthralled. I think it's ridiculous.
yeah, I don't know what this is. Like, is this her like trying to break?
All right,
into
so
the
our favorite
scene?
black girl, Whoa Vicky, is back, and she is still giving zero fucks whatsoever. Okay, don't quote me on this, all right? But I'm
don't
pretty
know who
sure
this
last
is.
time Vicky gave a single fuck, I saw one guy get beat up by 3 other guys. All right, and keep in mind, these up to these 3 guys and
Does this
joined
guy
in.
just comment? I fucking
I
hate these
that.
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
Over
it?
to you.
All right.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
come
man.
on, bitch.
Vicky is such a street name, you know.
Yeah.
Vicky. It's definitely hard.
Vicky is like this girl
Prison.
gonna be a nanny for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Your nanny, Miss Vicky, is here. Yo, I got your rent on my shoes. You're like, no, you don't. I can't tell if she's comes from money and is trying to act like she didn't, or
This used to be Whoa Vicky, a sweet and innocent child, kind of awkward looking in the face, some crooked ass teeth, and a head that was way too big for her
man.
body.
Oh, it looks
but I
like
mean,
she's wearing
who didn't
elf
look like a
ears.
deformed little alien crackhead who had no hope for the future at that age?
God.
Is white, and that's saying a lot. So the ultimate question of all questions, the question that all now that we got that out the way, what's going on, guys? It's Just Destiny, and welcome back to the channel. And man, right now we're gonna be taking a look.
This is some guy
another thing.
commenting.
I can't believe it.
wow.
Oh.
All right.
Well, she's fucked up.
Yeah, that's. See, that's why you should be glad that you're not having girls.
Hell no. I'm always. I
No,
love
Whoa,
these.
Vicky.
I'm always into these white girls that act black and they really get upset about it. I'm a clap back and the bitches and I never said I was skinny. Remember that chick?
Yeah.
I'm thick. Like, what are you doing with what's the thing?
I'm thick
What's the deal?
in the head.
Yes.
Thick in the head.
All this bragging, like for what? So you want people to jack you? You know what I mean?
I think she's making music though. This girl.
Yeah.
But don't you feel like we're like just in the even in the sense of Kanye, like people who say I'm the best, I'm the
Ay,
best.
ay, ay.
It's like remember that old who was that? I think it was a Chicago Bears player that was like when you're good, you tell everybody. When you're great, they tell you.
Yeah.
And that's like what I feel like I'm always saying that to like Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm like, all right, calm down. Like, just let people tell you, you know? And that's how it feels like when Kanye's like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's funny, it's cool at the beginning, but then it keeps going, and you're like, okay, well, just calm down a little bit. Like,
I thought it was weird even a few years ago when he was like, I'm the Michael Jordan. He said that I'm the Michael Jordan of this era. Kanye did.
yeah, maybe the baseball Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I know. It's like so. It is odd though.
It's weird,
especially when you do have a level of success where you go like, it's obviously people are recognizing you're good at something, right?
Yeah.
So why do you have to keep saying?
Once you get there, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have to continue to say that.
That's
That
a
how
good
great
point.
you are?
He's already there. It would be like a Michael Jackson telling everybody how great he is. Everybody
Yeah.
knows. It's already
we
in
all
the
know.
Everybody knows that you're fantastic.
Imagine if
It's
Jay-Z
so
was
weird.
like, you know, on the it's like
I'm the shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know
like,
our Beyonce.
We would
Yeah.
think that would be super fucked up. Like you shouldn't have to.
Why do you feel like
say
the
that.
need to prove it if it's already?
Didn't you prove it by like the fact that you're a multimillionaire and hugely successful and your
Yeah, that's
songs are
right.
number one? I feel like that.
Song's number one. You're selling out arenas, and you're like, I'm the shit.
Yeah,
And
you
they're
have
like,
a-
people think so.
Yeah, I think. So. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people. It's clear. You
It's
know,
very-
you're charging $80
But
for
this-
a backseat ticket. you
But
know?
this form of bragging, which is like, I got so much stuff. It's like, first of all, how are you going to prove that? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's throwing stacks of money into a Mercedes. How do you know the Mercedes isn't rented? How do you know that's even her house?
Yeah.
Like, she's just making all these
Yeah, but she's
whack
also.
claims.
I mean, this is like a 30-second thing, and it's also pretty. I think clearly a copy of what she's seen. In other words, she's seen this style thing, so she goes, "I'm gonna make."
Say,
one
I
with
need to know if this is true or not, Tom.
I hear
feel
you.
as though I'm not. I need to know the validity of her
And
claims.
what is your like? What is your idea of? I have all this stuff. Like, what is your idea of a lot of stuff?
I'd like to see the who's on the mortgage, if she is in fact paying her mortgage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on the car.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
How
if
much her
she-
parents pay towards the car. Does she pay for her insurance? or
That's
do-
right. Let's see some tax returns too. I need to see actual.
You want to see real figures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Anybody can say this shit. You can rent a fucking car and throw some money into it.
It is. It's like a very bizarre thing too, and like rappers do that too. And it's like you're making it rain, and like or like athletes when they first come into money, and it's like maybe you
it's the
should just
best.
put a little bit of that aside in case you get.
No, you got to get a
concussion.
van. My
Yeah.
favorite one that you told me about is the van that this guy decked out in Versace, or was it Louis Vuitton?
Louis Vuitton, yeah.
So tell I forget.
Well,
how
it's just a guy who got a Sprinter van. You've seen the Mercedes Sprinter vans?
Oh yeah.
And he had
the best,
he had
dude.
all the interior redone in Louis Vuitton
Sure. Yeah.
leather and like
Yeah,
12,
Sure.
I'm on
Yeah,
board.
yes,
12 TVs and all that stuff. So
12 TVs in
Yeah.
a Sprinter van. That's a lot.
so he ended up
crazy.
spending like 5 times the cost of the van on the interior.
And then he wrecked it.
No, it's just like he uses it sometimes. It's like
It's like, remember I think it was the Bieber roast when we wrote that joke for Martha Stewart. That was like, I don't know what that's called. I think it's African American rich.
oh my god.
Hilarious.
That was a joke about Kevin Hart. I remember because he bought like a $30,000 watch or something when
See,
he got his
that's the
first
thing.
check. And it's like, what are you
Doing?
doing?
Because also the resale value on something so specific, like a tricked out
Well,
Louis Vuitton van, like you're not going to
That-
sell it.
Very
for
target
whatever.
market.
Yeah, like there's one other person on the planet.
You're gonna be lucky to unload it.
Yeah,
period.
that's what I'm saying. It's worth about $10.
Or someone's gonna be like, all right, I'll take it, but I want to rip out that interior.
Yeah. He's like, what?
Who is that for? That's for like a rapper with tons of kids.
Pretty
It's
much.
got a lot. Like
Yeah.
it's like Cromartie.
It was
if he
bought
a
by
rapper.
an NFL player. Yeah. So,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
There's this
Yeah.
NFL player Antonio Cromartie that has like 9 kids, I think.
No,
and
he has 14.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
3 of them were born after he's had his second vasectomy. He has had 2 vasectomies, and
Yeah.
he's had
Damn.
3 since.
Strong
Is he sure that's
swimmers.
his? Is he sure those are his
No,
children?
that's all with the
Yes.
same. Most of them are with the same woman.
The first 7 are.
The first
but-
7.
Yeah, but the last.
7.
Yeah.
She had
He has
14
a show on,
babies?
No. The first 7 were with different people, and
and then
then
the last 7 were with the same woman.
Damn.
They have a TV show now, the Cromarties.
Yeah.
or
Need a
whatever.
TV show to pay for all that shit.
go Knowles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
he's-
very specific
Yeah.
Well, you guys should buy that Sprinter van just to have fun in.
To deck it out. Spend another $100K decking it out.
Can you imagine pulling that into the comedy store lot? Like,
Oh my
here,
God.
try not to scratch this.
And get people like, guys, come check this shit out. Sit in the back, man.
You just have all of your specials are running on
It's
different
24/7.
TV.
Yeah, of course. That'd be the best. God.
It's on a loop.
That's where you guys should do your podcast from. It's like
yeah.
the Louis Vuitton Sprinter van. You just like take it on the road.
If Louis Vuitton will sponsor us, I'm open to this idea.
Only if it's free. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to see? Remember that show Cribs? Was it in the early 2000s?
Of course.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I built a waterfall in my closet, and then I got, this is just for my Jell-O. It's a special Jell-O case. I would love to do Cribs, Where Are They Now? And like, what happened to the resale value on all
Who's
this
living in that
bullshit?
house now?
They're like, well, we ripped out the Jell-O thing.
Yeah,
and,
we took out the purple drank fridge. we put actual. Yeah, now we use that for ice.
And show
The
the
plumbing replaced with
devaluation of
glue.
everything.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
This
Like,
was bought
how it just
for $2.6 million. It just sold for
Yeah,
$120,000.
we took out. Yeah, we didn't need the lion cage anymore.
Yeah.
We just like.
It is
Yeah,
serious.
now it's a chicken coop.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we make our own eggs.
My refrigerated garage.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I had all the plumbing instead of water.
It was so
The
bad.
grape drink comes out of all the
And remember-
pipes.
and
We
then
forgot
the
to put
best
in an
one-
ice. We forgot to put in a Brita, so we just drink out of the faucet. It was $30 million ounce, and you drink out of the faucet.
It was so crazy. And then Redman's was the best, where he took you to like an unfurnished apartment in Newark.
Yeah.
And there was just a
I do remember
TV
this
and
one.
a game system.
No.
Yeah, and
That's
then like a
amazing.
mattress on the floor. He's like, "This is where I come and chill." He like totally mocked what people do.
That's the best.
It's pretty great.
That's great. That's true comedy right there.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
There should just be some kind of mandatory thing where they take the athlete's money and they put it in a trust account.
They've been
I-
trying
Until
to
you're
do
30.
that.
I
They actually
heard
been trying to do something
That
like
that was actually done to Allen Iverson.
No shit.
Oh,
My
really?
favorite.
Yeah.
Talking about practice.
Today's the 16-year anniversary.
Of talking about
Today
practice?
is. Someone texted
Really?
me. Today's talking about practice,
kidding.
man.
My
Yeah.
favorite clip of all time.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh.
like sports, but I love him saying this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, practice.
God, talking about practice. not a game. I love him.
Anybody tell you that I miss practice? If a coach say I miss practice and y'all hear it, then that's that. I mean, I might have missed one practice this year.
Practice.
But if somebody say he doesn't come to practice, it can be one practice.
Practice.
Out of all the practices this year, that's enough. If I can't practice, I can't practice. Man. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I mean, simple as that. It ain't about that. I mean, it's not about that at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
has everything.
But it's easy to talk about. It's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice. I know I'm supposed to be there. I know I'm supposed to lead by example. I know that. And I'm not shoving it aside, you know, like it don't mean anything. I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about practice, man.
He'll
What are
love
we
it.
talking about?
Talking about practice.
This should be
We're
the
talking about-
recording
we're
at
talking
a
about practice,
doctor's
man.
office. We talk about my
We're
practice.
talking about my practice.
We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We're talking about practice, man.
All right, Tom. I think we got
It's
it.
worth
What is he talking
listening.
You see me play, don't you?
Come on, that's legendary. Oh, okay. So you remember?
No.
Jesus. Who could forget Shane?
What the fuck is that?
So this is a guy who
Fuck is that?
he does singing lessons, and we reached out to
Get
him.
out.
Yeah.
We reached out to
I'll
him.
teach you how to sing.
And I would send him requests. I'd be like, "Will you sing Prince, Diamonds and Pearls?" And then I asked him to
Oh
do.
my God, this guy.
You know. So I don't know. This is gonna. Yeah, but then I asked him to do Mariah Carey Emotions, and that has the crazy. You know where she does that? Yeah. So
Oh God, I'm so excited.
So good.
So on Mariah's, just so like to hear what she does. She does. That's so crazy. So
it's terrible.
he does it. He does it here.
They just joke.
A little bit high for you.
A little bit high.
Sounds like FIFO when he coughs up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just need a little tea.
All right. So
Look at the dog is coming around. Is that another dog?
somebody asked him to beatbox.
Oh,
shit.
Sweet. Okay.
Hello everybody, this is Shane Lee. I want to do a new video
Oh, he
for
changed
you.
his facial hair.
A little bit of beatboxing. Hello everybody, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if you watch these, you can learn how to do it too. That's the cool thing about what Shane's doing.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
somebody said that he may be scatting, which we've been talking
Oh
about.
yeah, I was
lately.
gonna say
So
we need to get him
here-
to scat.
No, he's touched, babe. That's all. No.
Hold on. Give him a second.
Hey, baby, what you doing? Let's see.
And
baby,
He's spitting. He fully spit. He is
I think he
touched,
just
right?
scatted in his pants.
I think somebody scatted on his chin. What's this?
Wow.
What is that?
He sounds just like Korean effects.
Because look at the spit here at the
baby.
That's all.
That is.
That's good.
That's really some of the best beatboxing
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Anyways.
Have you seen that guy Korean effects before?
No.
Oh man, he's this kid. He's like this Korean kid, but it literally like he does. It sounds like every possible sound effect you could ever like. He'll have people dance to it, but then they'll like play ping pong, and he does all the sounds.
Sarah,
it's
Sarah,
insane.
have you watched Your Mom's House? That sounds like it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's really.
We don't
good.
want good
That's what I was
or
just saying. I was
sane.
comparing him to how good. He's almost to the level of Korean effects.
Oh.
You know, yeah.
Tom, so this looks like a brand new clip, and he looks like he's changed his facial hair.
Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always changing.
Can you comment on
He's
the
a
facial
chameleon.
hair?
What do you mean?
Well, it's if you've got a husky face,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure narrowing down the hair to just the rounded chin
Yeah.
makes your face look fatter.
Shane's an artist, though. It's just different than like your everyman walking around.
I always like the chin beard, like a mustache, and then a separate beard. Like there's the empty spot.
Yes.
Right here on the sides for your drool to actually come down.
Well, the one my
You know.
favorite is either
It's
I like when
terrible.
it's just a thin like Puerto Rican line.
I love the
Oh,
Puerto
yeah, they
Rican
go that-
line.
yeah.
Or when
I love
guys
it.
when they shave everything but the chin.
Oh,
So they
that's
they
weird.
remove it all.
yeah.
I know it's
like a Kevin Euclid kind of
Yeah.
thing, like gross.
It's really
Like,
attractive.
I like the
No, that
Puerto
is-
Rican drawing though, like the eye. It's like
Puerto Rican.
the eyebrows for the girls, and then the guys do it with their chin beards.
Now I
and
want to
stuff.
ask you both. I think we've mentioned this before. Do you remember
it's the
not too
best,
long
dude.
ago, George Bush, the eldest, the first, was in some hot water for
touching a
yes,
butt.
and,
Yeah.
and making like a lewd joke.
Yeah, like a dirty old man joke.
Yeah, dirty old
probably.
man
Yeah.
joke as a dirty
old man would.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm a guy, so I feel like I have a bias, and my thing at the time I'll say was I go, yeah, I mean I think it's kind of harmless to be 92 and be
He's
like
he's out of his
my
mind,
favorite
too.
magician is David Copperfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, and then he like squeezed whatever.
How do we know he wasn't just trying to get up out of his wheelchair?
That's a
That's
good
a good
question.
point.
You know what I mean?
Now,
That's a
It's
good point.
difficult.
I also went further on to say that, if you're up in that age as a guy, and you're saying things like that. I don't think it's, probably what everyone wants to hear, but I totally get it. And I feel like it's kind of excusable. But I know that that's like a male.
Me too.
Yeah.
Time's up, Tom.
I know.
Even if you're 97 and out of your fucking mind, you should be with it, politically correct. No, he's out of his mind. And I hear that it's very common in old men, right, to grab
I
and
actually
say,
have video of a different man
Here we
who's
go.
old saying some things.
Talk
to
some
ladies.
shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
You
an
wanna
older
talk
guy.
some shit?
Okay.
Oh.
She's a pretty lady, though.
Oh, she is?
You, with all those colors and everything. Wow. And the boobs. You a piece of work.
Is that Whitey Bulger?
I know, it looks like him, right?
Looks like him.
So he's that.
What's wrong with the boobs?
Nothing. I like to suck at them.
Oh my God, get him out of my house. Let's go, Mr.
Why?
Ashton.
Can't suck at them?
No, her
Why would
husband
you
would
want
not
to
like
suck on my
that.
tits?
Because they look lovely there and they're very tempting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Her husband's going to get you.
Fuck him. I like to fuck her.
No, you can't.
With,
You're going to have a heart attack.
with an ass like that, it's a good way to go.
You have a good day, sir.
So I speak like.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
am I wrong to think that it's so funny?
well, no. See,
Am I wrong?
I think it's great.
I'm a terrible person.
But
I'm
you're,
a terrible person.
you're women, so I have to kind of.
You know what I always think is really funny? And you had a joke like this very early in your comedy career. When someone says something messed up to you,
Yeah.
and then you're like, you have a good day.
Yeah,
But it's like passive aggressive.
right.
Like, I hope you have a blessed day.
That's right. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some homeless guy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Your joke, the premise was when you don't give money to the homeless guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
And
remember
then he's
that
like,
joke.
I hope you have healthy children.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I hope you have a blessed day.
That's like how she's diffusing
It's
it.
so
He's like,
passive
I want to
aggressive.
suck your tits.
Yeah.
She's like, you have a nice day. Yeah.
It's I've never done that before,
Yeah.
but it seems like a pretty effective tactic.
I think it's shut. It's
Bless your heart. That's so southern. Yeah.
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 Oh,
That, by the way, is also what Jennifer Garner said about Ben Affleck after they split, and he got that huge, enormous back tattoo.
Yes.
And they go, so your ex has a phoenix rising out of the ashes
Oh, boy.
tattoo. What do you think? She goes, well, as we like to say back home, bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Which
pretty
probably
great.
is also covered in a tattoo.
Yeah.
We just didn't see the front.
Pretty
I don't
amazing.
know. Like, I've been really torn with the whole movement itself because I never really feel like a good feminist ever. I'm actually writing a TV show about it because I would rather March Madness than march with a bunch of, But I get the upsetness, but I feel like that there's so much false outrage where it's like, I mean, at one
Too
point
much.
it's hard. It's like, especially with like the comedy, like the way I grew up at the Comedy Store, where it's like when guys were gross and rude to me, I'd just be like, go fuck yourself, get out of here. I'm not gonna like if somebody if they'd kiss me on the mouth, and I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You don't get to do that. Bye.
I got
and
you.
then I just like ignore them for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, now you're my brother, and I know you're never gonna do that again.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you would punch the shit out of somebody that tried to.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I feel like if you tell a guy no and then he does it again, then there's a problem. It's the first time could be just like them just like not reading the signs right. And my opinion, like that's what I've noticed. And I mean, there's definitely so many scumbags out there, but I just feel like I never.
You got creeped on a lot by comics starting out at the store?
Oh yeah, of course, because I was like the
girl.
fresh meat, and
Yeah.
like that was also when nobody was at the Comedy Store except for a bunch of degenerates, you
Yeah.
know, and there was like
That's
that one,
true.
like that guy that had like tried to kill himself, like the hole in his face. Do you remember that guy?
No.
He never talked about it. Like he tried to kill himself with a shotgun. He had this, but he just like never even brought it up on stage. You remember that guy? That was like the craziest.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. We're like,
Oh,
it
and he
was,
had a
like,
hole?
The complete opposite of Damien, which I knew Damien before she lost her arm, but like after she like never quit talking about it, and it was like that guy was the complete opposite, where like he never.
One of my friends in
Jesus.
college,
It's like-
his uncle shot himself to kill himself and lived.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
And,
was-
and is now.
It's a hard way to go. You
yeah.
don't want to shoot yourself because you got. What happened now? So you have to do it under here, or you do it in the mouth.
don't know.
He did it through the mouth.
It
but
also
then they had to
depends on
replace
the
so much of his
caliber
face.
of the weapon you use,
gotta
right?
Be real
Yes,
careful.
like a shotgun is like real.
He used a shotgun?
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Yeah. I
Fuck.
know. I have that whole bit about how women are so cleanly. Like, that's why, like, we never commit mass murder because, like, we would never leave a mess for someone else to clean up. Like,
Oh.
that's so rude.
That's hilarious.
But, like, how we also, like, when we take our own lives, it's really cleanly. It's like,
Yeah.
I took all these pills, but I mean, I threw the bottle away because that's not your responsibility. It's not. I just slit my wrist in the bathtub, so you just drain it. I made you breakfast, so I'm sorry
So
about your morning. But
Drain is a nice thing to do.
That's
for sure.
true.
just drain it, and
Yeah.
I made you breakfast, so just call somebody and go on with your day. But it is such a different. Dinah, I don't know how we got on. I'm sorry. I just
No, it's all.
completely
I think, by the
sidetracked.
way, the reason that an old guy, to me, it is humorous, is the same reason that a kid saying something like
Yeah.
this
A curse
is humorous.
word.
It's because there's no, you interpret no threat level.
No
In
threat.
other words,
Right.
an old guy being like, "I'd like to suck on your tits." He's
Yeah.
like, that guy's not going to do it.
No.
You know what I mean?
And you could also
he has a
hold
cane.
him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beat him away, and you could completely overpower
Same reason
him.
though, old Bush saying that joke and like
Mm-hmm.
it's like, well, yeah, but he can't do anything. He's in a wheelchair. You know.
Well, you don't know how lucid this guy is.
Yeah, that's it.
who
That's
knows?
the other
He
thing.
doesn't
is
know
like,
where the
you
fuck
don't
he
know.
is.
This kind of
He's-
stuff probably has been trapped in his mind
Exactly.
since he
Yeah.
was like 50, and it's
Now-
all just coming
yeah.
out.
Now he's got the
I'd like to
Alzheimer's,
suck.
dementia.
Saying I like to suck on them is pretty
He's got to
funny.
have
There's
dementia.
Hey, he doesn't have
I'd
teeth,
like
so it's
to
not going to
suck
hurt.
Oh my
He's like a baby.
Yeah, it is. It would just be like nubbing, like a baby,
goes,
gumming.
"Oh my
Like
But like she's never heard this shit before.
What's wrong with
doesn't
the
that look like?
boobs?
That looks like the uncle from The Sopranos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his name? The old guy.
Leo, uncle, no.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's great.
What's wrong with the boobs?
Nothing. I
Uncle
like to
Junior.
suck on it.
Junior. Yeah.
Uncle
Oh
Junior.
my God, get him out of my house.
Let's go, Mr.
Why?
Ashton.
Can't suck on them?
No,
Why would you want to suck on my tits?
Because they look lovely there and they're very tempting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it's not
She
a-
shouldn't have apologized.
Yeah.
There.
See, I agree with Tiana on this too. It's like, there's also a level of we need to encourage women to fight the fuck back.
Yeah, you
and to
just
say shit and to shame people and to call them
Yeah.
out. And I know that's part of the movement. It sounds like that's what's happening. But yeah, what about like
But
telling
calling
someone
them
to go
out
fuck
in the
themselves?
moment.
Right? Yeah.
in the
yeah.
moment, because
agree.
I think also like I remember certain moments where I would laugh because I was so uncomfortable and I didn't know what to say, and then you get a little bit more confident in who you are and like what you're doing to where you could just be like, no, get the fuck out of here. You know better than that.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with you? Don't be a creep.
One time I remember, Tommy, this is years ago when I first started dating, and we showed up together to do a gig. I'll never forget this. And we introduce ourselves as the comedians, and the guy running the show to me goes, "You're a comedian?" And immediately you go, "What is this, 1950?" Yeah, she's a comedian. And I was like, wow, like you were so quick on the draw. And that's the kind of shit that, needs to happen, I think, in terms of this sexual crap too.
I know. Yeah. I also like learned so much from you. I remember because
Oh,
I remember
wow,
one time you were telling me about or like John Lovitz or something was like
Oh my
saying something,
God.
and you just like put your fork and knife down, and you
I was
were
like,
like,
later.
"Get the fuck out of here!" And I was like, "Really? You said that to John Lovitz?" I mean, we were like so early on in our career, like I couldn't even imagine doing that, and because you
So
did it, I
annoying.
was like, "Yeah, I could fucking say that when
Well,
these
that's good.
old creepos come walking around
Well, I'll
and
tell you
like,
the
think they
story.
have all this power."
I was opening for him in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was doing a fine job. I was pulling my weight. I wasn't bombing or nothing. And we go out to a meal after, like all the comics that were working. And there's a commercial for Bridesmaids. And it's killing. It's one of the first all-female cast, and it's making millions. And I go, see that? And, they say women aren't funny. And he goes, they're not.
And
I was like, bam! I was like, what? I got so mad at him. And
Yeah.
I left. I was like, okay, bye, out, I'm done. And I'll never work with him to this day because of that.
I remember when he was.
Not like he's asked me to work with him since.
Yeah.
Well, not like he's had a gig for you to work with him with.
That too. There hasn't been a demand for us to work
We were
together.
at
or
the
anything, but-
Canyon Club.
God.
And he was hosting.
And he's such a great host. He's good with names.
Yeah.
He's so
he-
fucking bad.
He was doing like his street jokes,
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
he brings up
Yeah.
the comics, and he was gonna open what became his club at Universal, which was open.
yeah.
People don't know, but that was around for a while. It was
A
around for
while,
like
yeah.
10 years or
Yeah.
something. So this was before it opened, but he has the plans on his phone. So he's like, check it out, I'm gonna open this club.
Yeah.
And I go, okay. I go, yeah, the cool, like, comics, like we like to have access, from the green room to the stage. He goes, I know, I'm a comic. And I go, all right. And then he'd go, and then like the sound system, I go, yeah, like what we like is basically when like, the monitors are, he goes, I know, I'm a comic. And so everything that he showed me, I would go, personally, from a comics perspective, I feel like this would be the thing to do. He's like, why do you keep saying that? I'm like, just to get you. He goes, I'm designing it the way I want it. And I was like, all right.
It was a completely uncondusive comedy.
Totally.
It was like
was
the
the
tallest
worst.
ceiling.
Yeah.
It was like the complete opposite.
First of all, here's why it sucked. It was 3 levels stacked like a balcony section. So first of all, for stand-up, that has to be the worst layout because laughter dissipates and people don't want to be looking down. It was a Hawaiian theme, which made no sense at Universal
City. He
City.
loved Hawaii. I think that's why.
Oh yeah,
really?
everyone
Hawaiian
else does
shirts.
too, asshole.
They're
Yeah.
so slimming.
It was no fucking. It was the acoustics were terrible, and the audiences were just like, whatever tourist washed up, right, and wanted chicken nuggets.
Got wrangled in too.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
It used to be at BB King's. That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. He had to bring me up one night, and they were like. He was like, the next comic, and who is it? And I was like, they're like Sarah Tiana. He's like, who? And I was like, it's Sarah Tiana. And he was like, Sarah Kander. Like couldn't even repeat what the name was. And I
So
just
weird.
had to be like,
Such a weird dude. He's
sorry.
a weird dude.
Remember there were flip-flops on the stage?
Yeah, so weird.
They really went
Sand
deep on the
stage.
Hawaii thing.
So bizarre. It was not fun. Then they no parking for anybody. It was just
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking psycho.
This is a video of somebody who at a university, no, not like that. They accidentally deleted their thesis from the computer.
Oh, there
only-
has to be a failsafe.
The people recording this learned this afterwards, so that's why it says something else. But this is what they hear.
But you think by now they'd
How
have
is it
discovered
possible?
a failsafe?
I don't even know how you'd have to hit the button 3 times, right? Are you sure you want to? Yes, I'm sure. Are you positive?
I don't know. I remember doing this, by the way, in 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah.
Having a paper at home. And the big thing was you would get scared of the home computer almost overheating. Like,
Oh, yeah,
Like, this
yeah.
thing's been on for a couple hours, man, So I remember I wrote, and I think I hit save, but not save as, and it's like, it's the old system.
right.
And then I had written my thing, and then I just hit it off. And then go upstairs. This was like when we had a basement. Go to dinner. Come down. Open it. I was like, ah. And then the next day, I went to my dad's office and used their computer at his office to.
And you had to redo it?
Yeah, I had to redo
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did a million times.
I remember that
imagine.
vividly. I mean, I remember it.
My
vividly.
sister just got her PhD, and she told me so much about constantly rechecking and rechecking.
Oh, yeah.
And that's also you do the thesis, you might write 40, 50 pages of it at just before it can get approved for you to continue writing it.
That's crazy.
And then hers was not approved, so she had to start all over on another idea. I mean, she called me crying so many times.
That's exactly the
doing
same.
that. Can you
I would make the same fucking
imagine if
sound.
you taped your special 2 times and then they were like, we forgot to hit record? You'd be like,
Well, you know what?
what you would
This,
do.
I mean, I've had that nightmare where it's like, D'Elia on his when he taped he shot his last one, used a wireless mic and it went out on the first show.
Always do. I fucking hate wireless
Yeah.
mics.
I know, I do too.
I won't use them.
and it went.
The mic went out, so he's sitting there shooting a special. Boop, mic goes out.
And did they pick up audio? Is there any other way? Was he
I don't know.
mic'd?
I mean, I don't know. I know that he was pretty upset about it.
Yeah, I would think so. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's unnerving. Well, that's why I use Google Drive. It automatically saves everything on your document. You don't have to
That's
save.
great.
Oh, when you're just online.
If you open up a document in Google Docs and you're typing, you don't have to save it every 5 seconds. It automatically does. Thank God.
I just have this one last thing to show you of your dad that I found.
Dad.
You don't gotta do that.
Let me explain to you. You want me to tell you?
Have an answer
You want me to
for
tell you?
What?
The lady called.
wanted you out of the restaurant, wants to have you arrested for trespass.
What she served me
That's
for?
okay.
She already served me, motherfucker.
You want the answer? There
I
it
was
is.
eating dinner.
There's the answer.
Hey, that's
You're
not
under
the
arrest for
answer.
trespassing.
She already served me, asshole.
That's between
she
you and
already
the rest.
served me.
That's between
She
you.
already served me. You want to butt fuck me? What, is that what you're looking for? That's what I thought. You got a reason to be on top of me, motherfucker. You don't have shit.
Yeah. That's a bad day.
You got served.
Why was your dad so upset, you think?
He wanted to go eat there, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Why is this guy sitting on me?"
I was sitting in there having a drink, eating dinner, and you decided to fucking molest me, and you didn't have a fucking reason to.
He's got some spittle. too.
Period.
Hard to watch.
Period, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Period. Period. That's a great shirt.
That's
period, motherfucker.
Period, motherfucker. Yeah. That's also one of those things, you know, that like how, well, you have a good day
Yeah.
says something.
Yeah.
If you say period, motherfucker, conversation is
Period,
over.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's good. And kiss my pussy.
Kiss my, that's different.
Kiss it.
But
It's a
if you're
final-
negotiating with someone
Yeah.
and you guys are going back and forth and then you say period, motherfucker, that person knows you're not giving any more.
There's no more.
No
Yeah.
more wiggle room.
It's over. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't.
You have a good day.
Period, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
And so that guy was just in a diner.
I
and then
guess.
the lady
I love
called.
the idea too that assholes like this. He's just like, I was just having dinner,
Yeah,
and
they-
you know
Yeah.
that they weren't like.
I was
get
just
'em out."
laughing, like the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
heckling. I was just laughing. Like, yeah, you get
And you get the
kicked
full
out
story
for
later
laughing.
that he just like, you know,
Yeah.
he threw something across the restaurant,
Yeah.
told him he didn't have any money, told her to get
Yeah.
fucked,
Yeah. Oh,
tried
man.
to suck her tits.
Those diner crowds, you just never
Yeah.
know. That's how my aunt and uncle met. My real terrible redneck aunt and uncle. Like they met because my uncle JR was coming in there looking for his wife. He had a gun on him because he was gonna kill her.
Yeah.
And then my aunt was waiting tables, and then
Wow.
that's how they met.
How romantic.
Yeah, they were both married at the time. And then they
Nice.
got divorced on Saturday and married on Monday.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Real love.
Want to butt fuck me?
Yeah.
See?
Butt fuck me. I love the phrase butt fuck.
That's from
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah, butt fuck.
Right.
I like butt fuck.
Butt
Yeah.
fuck is like.
I think butt fuck's gonna
before-
make a resurgence.
Before they
It
used
is.
the
I'm bringing
word-
it back right now. Butt
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
the F word for gay people, they just call,
Oh, butt fuckers.
Butt fuckers was
Yeah.
like the 80s term, and then the F word was the 90s term, and now you call.
And
I
then
don't know.
butt fucking got so popular.
Yeah,
You know?
it really took
Yeah.
off.
It's really
It's
because
true.
it's because
It's
women
true.
started to endorse
butt
it.
fuck, yeah.
And they were like, I like butt fucking.
Ugh, it's
you know?
right. I
It's
don't
the
butt fuck
worst.
at all.
No way.
Have you butt fucked?
No,
you tried
you
butt
learn it
fucking?
once and then you go, nope, not doing this. I always say like, all right, you want to try it, then we'll put a frozen hot dog up your butt, and if you like it, then we can do it to me. But if you want to feel like you're giving birth in
Wait a minute.
reverse,
We went to
What?
butt fuck class with Nikki Glazer.
We
Remember
did.
that?
We
Yeah.
did. Not safe for her show.
Yeah.
Wait, but why a frozen hot dog? You know, you can buy dildos.
well, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying what I
Why
have
don't
on
you
hand.
Why don't you peg him with like a little chapstick to get started?
Chapstick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to get started to warm it up.
No, it's got to be like what he's gonna have to do to me. I'm like, no, it's got to be
No,
even
it's
Stevens round here.
terrible.
Will you eat his scrum though?
What does that mean?
Will you put your mouth
God damn it
in his
with the
in his
scrum.
dookie shoot?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
No, Tina won't either.
No butt licks, no butt fucks, no butt fingers.
No.
No butt stuff.
You
Babe.
don't need butt stuff.
You got vagina
Guys
stuff.
only want butt stuff because it's like you're not allowed.
It's
That's the
taboo.
only reason
Forbidden,
they
yeah.
want it. It's because it's like you're telling them no. It's like their
So
way.
we just tell them no on the vagine.
Yeah.
No.
No, you can't have
You
it.
can't have a vagina.
No more vagina.
No.
Eat
You want
my
to butt
scrum.
fuck
Eat my
me,
scrum.
motherfucker.
You want to butt fuck me? Huh?
It's so romantic. You're really getting into the mood.
What about ball sniffing?
Yeah, sniff those balls. Sniff them.
That's easy. We do that inadvertently.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's like, yeah, you're like, well, I guess I know now.
Yeah, now you know what's going on.
Now I
down
know.
there.
Yeah, you always smell balls. It's not. A big deal.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your
I
head's
could
down,
smell it on
you're
your
okay.
hands because you're playing with your favorite toy all day. You know?
Sarah's speaking the truth right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I already know what it smells like. Just
Ew.
when
Of
course.
when you
Balls smell like
lightly
balls.
graze my face.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you've asked me,
course.
where were those hands?
Yeah.
The hands are always on your nuts and on
Yeah.
your asshole and in your crack and
Yeah.
mostly your butt lately though.
Yeah, a lot of butt
I
scratching.
don't even care anymore. I'm gonna get E. coli from those hands.
Yeah, well, we have 2 kids. We're gonna have 2 kids together.
It's all meshed. Yeah.
You guys are in it for the long haul, right?
Oh yeah.
You probably. I mean, yeah, that's true. Maybe I should eat your scrum. I feel like everything else is in me of yours. We're so like
You had the
fluids.
creamsicle, or what is it called?
Fluid bonding. The what?
Creamsicles. What is that called?
A cream pie.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what-
God. How do you think we got here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Creamsicles. That's right.
Sarah T, where can people see you coming up?
Well, I'm gonna go to that
creamsicle?
diner.
Yeah.
See if I can get kicked out.
Get arrested.
All my tour dates are on sarahtiana.com. I think. Well, this I don't know when this comes.
This will be out tomorrow night.
Okay, so I'll be in Salt Lake City at Wise Guys this weekend.
That's a great club.
Great club. So much fun. You know, like I remember the first time going to Utah, I was so nervous about
Yeah.
what those crowds are going to be like, and it's insanely great.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. So yeah, I think I have that coming up, and then I have to stay in town 'cause we're writing the VMAs with Tiffany.
Oh, how
Yeah, it's
how
pretty
fun!
exciting,
Isn't
yeah.
that great when you
Yeah.
get to do it with like a friend,
Yes.
someone you like?
Yeah, and the whole reason I have that job is because she just specifically requests. So nice. She's
Fantastic.
like such a cool chick, and like
She's the best.
people don't realize how amazing of a real person she is, and like how she's like, I'm bringing everybody with me, you know.
Yeah.
She's
so
real,
much fun.
very
Yeah,
real.
real. So we just started working on that, so I'll do that, and then I think next month I'm in Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm doing that place.
Is that the one in Connecticut? Is that
yes,
the one? Yeah.
yeah, and then I think I'm in Pittsburgh.
Nice venue.
Mm-hmm.
What about your roast stuff? So for those of you who don't know Sarah Tiana, she's very involved in all the roast stuff. So
Yeah.
what are you doing with that right
We
now?
have our
Anything?
new roast coming up with Bruce Willis. in
Oh,
July.
how
He's
fun!
doing it?
Yeah, we're roasting Bruce Willis July.
That's a huge
12th.
get. That's
yeah,
a huge star.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we start on that at the end of June. So literally, like
And
when
that'll
I
be
get
Comedy
back
Central?
from Pittsburgh. Yeah,
It has been a minute, right? Or am I
it's
wrong?
been a minute. It's been over a year and a half. It's usually every year. So it's
Yeah, because the big thing I know about these things too is you want to get a star.
Yeah.
The bigger the name, the better for
Yeah.
the whole thing. So
yeah,
that is
the
a
bigger
huge.
the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, it's gonna be real fun. I'm excited to see what who else is gonna be on there. You know, because like
Yeah.
with Rob Lowe, we didn't. We had no idea. That was to me was like the Bad News Bears of roast, where we were just like, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be awful. And then it ended up being one of the greatest that I've ever written for. It was just like this group of people that were like the Bad News Bears, basically. But I have no idea who's gonna be
Great.
with Bruce Willis. I'm hoping it's Ashton Kutcher, so there's just some like Demi
Oh,
Moore.
sure.
Oh, that's
There's
fantastic.
some Demi Moore
Sharing.
Eskimo brothering.
I
happening.
wouldn't think.
Is
You
that
know,
what that's-
I always like when you're
Creamsicles?
surprised by. I don't think. I guess. I mean, I don't know him obviously of him as someone like who would laugh at himself that much.
Right.
So that's kind of cool when you
That's-
see somebody.
Yeah.
You know, because he's obviously a big action
Oh my God!
star.
Please
you know?
make fun of his harmonica playing from the
Oh,
80s. Remember when
I
he
didn't
was?
know that.
Look
Oh,
up.
yeah.
He was in a band and he would play like the House of Blues and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And we made fun of him on this show. Full like,
All the musicians,
the fucking
superstar
harmonicas.
guys.
You
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
you gotta take that
The guy
out.
where
from-
it's not enough. It's not enough to be the
Yeah.
biggest movie star.
No.
I also.
Right. No.
I'm a half-ass harmonica player.
It's like
Oh
how
my
all
God.
comedians want to be rock stars and all rock stars want to be
Yes.
comics. It's like the same thing. All actors want to be in a band for some
It's
reason.
so weird.
It is really weird. So yeah. So we have that coming up, and then we'll see. Hopefully that goes.
Exciting,
This is
exciting
big
stuff,
deal.
T-Bones.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you for coming over.
Thank you
Good
for
to
having
see
me.
you.
It's always fun to come over here. It's
my
like I
God.
remember when you remember for like I think people will remember this, but like you guys never told me that you were dating for like 3
This is
years.
so
Do you remember
funny.
that?
Back no.
Do you
Did
remember?
we withhold it on purpose? No.
No, because each of you thought that the other one hated me.
That I did.
That's right.
He thought I hated you.
That's
and
right.
you thought that she hated me. It was like some other Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I did
one
think
day,
that. Now
yeah,
I remember.
and
I
one
did
day-
think that you didn't like Sarah.
It's so
So
silly.
I was like, I'll just not bring it up.
So I never knew because each of you
funny.
thought the other one hated me, even though we'd see each other, and I'd be like,
so
"Yay!"
funny. I forgot how one day, and I was
And
like, I love Sarah Tiana.
And you were like, "What? I fucking love her too." And then it's like, then the next day I found out, and I was like, "What? Two of my favorite people are together." I didn't expect it to last. I'll be honest.
Yeah. What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen? Be honest.
Because it's just two comics. Like I don't think I'd ever heard a story where two comics really worked out. You know?
Yeah.
Back then, it just wasn't. It was like Bonnie McFarlane and Rich. I think were like the only two that it was like
together back then.
I don't know, but like
People don't realize too. We're from the like. This is like pretty much our OG like class. In other words,
yeah.
We
all
were
came
doing
up-
bringer
yeah.
shows together,
Mhm.
and
We were doing the funniest female contest in Orange County
my
together. I think that's actually
God.
where I found out. Was in
That's so
Huntington
funny.
Beach at that weird club. What was that club? I don't
Martini Blues. I
Martini
just did
Blues.
Huntington this last weekend, and it was like down the street from
Oh,
where
yeah.
it used to be. Oh yeah, it was us, Sam Tripoli, Jay Larson,
Oh, yeah.
Matt Fulcheron, Sickle Cell.
Sickle cell for sure.
You know,
Sarah
all these
Tiana.
dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Sarah Tiana. All the crab feet. Yeah, all these guys.
Yeah, it was
This is
all
our
Ari, Natasha.
That's right, Ari, Natasha.
Everybody.
most people just drop out, man.
Yeah,
from
the
those
secret.
days.
I always tell people the secret to comedy is like not quitting.
Be here.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you just
Just stay
keep
in it.
writing and you
Yeah.
get better, and then here you are.
Just a quick 15 years later.
Yeah,
we
overnight
are.
success.
Well, that's the thing is that I remember people who would go like, "No, if it can't happen now, I can't do it." Those are the people that leave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
they're like,
sure. Those are usually the actors that start in on it or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
fucking actors.
But no, we're all still doing it. Oh, the other thing I have is that I have a podcast with Rob Riggle. That's
I
really
saw
fun.
that.
Oh, shit.
He's
Yeah.
delightful.
Yeah, he is really delightful. Literally, it's called Wriggle's Fix, and I just make fun of him the whole time for not being famous. I act like I'm the famous
Hilarious.
one.
Hilarious.
But it's very sports centered, but we end up talking about
Gender
ourselves.
traitor.
Yeah, I
Go
know.
ahead,
Yes.
Sarah.
That's how I.
Well, if you're going to find a man, okay.
I know. Thank God my boyfriend's a sports reporter, so like that
Oh,
works
what a
out.
perfect
Perfect.
thing. I know.
God, match made in
And
heaven.
you do a podcast with Rob Riggle.
Yeah,
I mean that's
it
perfect
all
for
works
you.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this closing song is by DJ TJ. It's called "But You Gotta Fuck Me."
But fuck me. But you
butt fuck me, but you got to butt fuck me.
But you gotta butt
you
fuck
gotta
me.
fuck.
Thank you, Sarah T.
Real mature,
Thank y'all
guys.
for having me.
We'll
Thanks.
see you guys next
Real
week.
mature.
Bye, jeans.
Man, here's a deal, man. Hardcore guys and me that want to do it.
Frankie.
Try it out, man. You see me? Try it out, man. You see me? Try it out, man. Try it out, man. You see me? Try it out, man. You see me? Try it out, man. You see me? Try it out, man. Try it out, man. You see me? Try it out, man. Men from jail, homeless. 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 If you're a hot black guy. Men from jail, homeless. 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 If you're a hot black guy, or a thug, you wanna come, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. But you gotta fuck me. Or a thug, you wanna come, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. But you gotta fuck me. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, 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 fuck me. Piss on me, beat me. You're a hot black guy. Men from, but you gotta fuck me. You're a hot black guy. But you gotta fuck me. Men from, but you gotta fuck me. Men from jail, homeless. Men from, but you gotta fuck me. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, 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 fuck me. Piss on me, beat me. You're a hot black guy. Men from, but you gotta fuck me. You're a hot black guy. But you gotta fuck me. Men from, but you gotta fuck me. Men from jail, homeless. Men from, but you gotta fuck